Alright. Hello, hello. When does the prom explode? Oh god. How would I know? Damien might come in with a fireball. Fireball. Din, 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 din. Audio's good? Okay, thank you. Time to go date the DLC people. Or characters. So now we're doing second term. Full game. I don't know if anything is different. Oh wait, it won't let me skip. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, so we get to still pick the same characters at least. We'll go with Greenie over here.
Sure.
And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the monster prom. Oh, okay. I remember it clearly. Six weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. Why does he look different? A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Holly Geist. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and love of fire. Liam D. Lioncourt, 4XX. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe forever. Oh yeah, that's the girl that, or that's the, is that the dark deity we ended up taking to prom? I guess they gave her a different body though. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Yep, there you go. Calculester Howlett Packard. A library computer had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Okay. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alright. Okay, and then we're doing the magazine. It's your chance to fix global warming. Go ahead. Okay, and we'll just go with the first one. A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? Rabies. What would be the most appealing in a love partner? Sharp whips, 50 gigabytes of RAM, a taste for party, tentacles, software, a very tsundere personality. Okay, so they added the robot, and I assume the Zoe girl. Let's do her then. See how that goes. The world will end tomorrow. What would you do today? Oh. Huh. It's okay. We have an apocalypse to take over. I finished my novel. 100 push-ups. There always tells you the world is ending. I'll profit. I always pray tomorrow. Nobody ends the world but me. What? So there's 2? So I guess you get to choose one. I guess it gives you 2 options then? Okay, that's weird. We'll try to go for Vera if we can't go for weird girl.
Sure.
Okay, I don't know what she would like, honestly. So DLC characters. Let's increase our charm first. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. Sweet charm. Hooray. You're trying to focus on your own love life, but the sloppy makeout sounds coming from Violet and Tate are making it difficult. Who are those people? Oh. Take that somewhere else. My snakes will never be able to digest their food if they have to watch this disgusting display. Yeah, and my fanfiction muse is running for hills. How am I supposed to write romance when the two of you are making it look so unappealing?
No surprise, you're alone.
Well. Sounds like somebody is a little bit jealous of our amazing, perfect, wonderful relationship. We're not bothering anyone. You commented on my fanfiction, still not as romantic as Every Day with My bae, and then a bunch of heart eye emojis and stars, and also the kimono emoji. Why did you comment the kimono emoji? You see, Zoe, this is why it's better to be a strong, independent nightmare creature. Terrifying women terrify women. You don't know what you're talking about. You're always trying to romance your classmates in various unlikely ways. It's a couple versus a pair of people who don't understand the joys of being in a couple. Go on and be the tiebreaker. Well, if Zoe and Vera don't want to be in a relationship, it's gonna be hard to get them in a relationship with you. Time to convince one of them. So we're gonna go for Zoe. But one for Vera says, historically the only reason why people married was tactical alliances and increasing the wealth of both families. So really, marriages are a great way to solidifying increasing power and material gain. So, when you're in a relationship, you can do silly couple costumes for Halloween, like peanut butter and jelly, or puberty and shame. What the heck? Oh, that's some classic nonsense fueled by traditional close-minded beliefs. You don't have to be in a relationship to do couples costume. If Vera and I wanted to do costumes as puberty and shame, we totally could, and we're not dating. Although I bet some fans would totally want us to, so we both can be scary, and I have tentacles, and she has snakes, so there's probably something sexy that could happen there. Okay, you're done. But what if I were in a relationship with Vera? You're not. But people wanted me to be in a relationship with Liam, because purple on purple would look beautiful, or calculester since we're both new students. We can't be in relationships. Think how disappointing that would be for anyone not on board that ship. Hashtag all ships are valid.
You're so sad.
Well, I think being in a relationship is magical, and we've never disappointed anyone. Because you don't have any fans. Oh, sick burn. But also Zoe isn't a fan of relationships at all now, which does not bode well for you. Congrats. We lose 2 charms and creativity. I'm confused.
Sure.
Okay, so she's right here. You sit down with Zoe and Scott. Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. But how do you get your food, Scott? Why do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives. A hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as were-people. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth and a new understanding of group sexual practices. Also food, so that's why I need to know. How do you hunt? Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza. That's it? What about hunting in a pack? Enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies. Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousins order pizza at home and then the pizza comes and then we eat the pizza. Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juicier info or convince Zoe that ordering pizza is actually dramatic. But Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? So don't dismiss the utter suspense and extreme pathos of waiting endlessly for pizza to arrive. Truly, it's the central tragedy of the 21st century. The fuck?
Oh, bro.
Oh man, we did that one time and it was the worst. There was no cell phone service, so instead of calling for delivery, we had to transform into wolves and chase it down. And then when we got there, it wasn't even a pizza, it was 3 deer. And there wasn't any bread or cheese, so instead of bread, we used deer flesh. And instead of cheese, we used more deer flesh. And instead of pepperoni, we used deer flesh? No, beef jerky. We're not animals. Oh, I think you are, Scott. I think you are. Now, how did you all sleep on your little camping trip? In nude or nude and cuddling? Looks like this conversation is finally going the way Zoe wanted it to. She shoots you an appreciative wink with one of the lights devouring voids that pass for her eyes. Aw.
Sure.
Okay, let's try creativity again. Or not creativity, charm. Okay, more dodgeball. You catch the tail end of classic Zoe Calculuster exchange. But student X teacher Fic is super overdone and makes me really uncomfortable because, like, the inherited imbalance of power, like, could you imagine how problematic it would be if PG's hooked up with one of us? Yuck.
Server error.
I cannot seem to recall what Principal Giant Spider looks like anyway. IMG PGS not found. The joys of new students adjusting to the rules of Spooky High.
Let's get down to business.
What the heck? You there, killing machine and abyssal terror. Rude. I need an impressive ally to fight against the reign of levees over the 8th circle of hell. Input. Quippy response about your sense of fashion being from the 8th circle of hell. I have no need for your robo-criticisms. What I need is the power of being beyond the average monster to aid in my glorious and righteously justified takeover. No thanks, I rather just read a steamy fanfiction in which you and Damien are in a crack ship who hates sex just to annoy you for annoying us. We need to act now while King and King LeVay are distracted by throwing in admittedly adorable theme branch. I'm not leaving without one of you with me. Holy shit, she really means it. Time to help one of your classmates out. Guess you better decide which one you don't like. School is full of tough choices. Dahlia, don't be fooled. The Eldritch being is clearly under Damien's spell already. Look at all these pictures she drew of Damien shirtless. She's a LeVay sympathizer. No, calling this robot a killing machine is inaccurate. A real killing machine would be a tank, and he's not a tank, so he's worthless. Go look for a tank. Damn.
So broken.
A tank? You want me to take a tank into the inner circles of hell? What a genius idea. Those arrogant LeVays will never see it coming. They might expect an attack from a fellow demon. Albeit, one superior looks, skills, and talent far more deserving than ruling the 8th circle. But an attack by a tank? That's something the king and king could never anticipate. That was shockingly easy. True, but I think it could have been kind of steamy if they put their differences aside for some hot demon, non-demon action. Emotion found, gratitude, initiate sequence, thankfulness. I am thankful for your help. Thank you for it. Finish sequence, gratitude with expression, heart. Oh. How is the computer posing as a monster, living as a student so cute? What a cutie patootie, also cute. Gaining 2 charm and fun. Hooray. Okay, then she might like creativity then. Since she does all the fanfics. Creativity and maybe charm. Well, she's at the thing, so we'll go to the gym. You feel the ratio of cheesiness in the surrounding growing that you could only mean.
Very, very extraordinary.
Who's the bestest, most perfect, morphic, little snooky woogie pie in the whole world? My schmoopsie whoopsie poopsie. Is there anything in the world that can make one more articulate and well spoken than the throes of true love? Running internal speech found 9,969 results, starting with a gratitude degree in classic literature. Violet, Tate, your relationship is so perfect. You're always together. Well, they are literally stuck together. And that's the kind of unyielding codependence that I demand from a future multi-hyphenate lover servant serf.
Error! Error!
Oh god, error frown, unreasonable expectations. How did you know when you found the one?
We're made of love.
Oh, well, you know, when you know, you know.
Server error!
Error. Tautological explanation input insufficient to extrapolate useful data. And having realized they have no actual useful input, the couple exists to do more coupley things. But oh, you know how to tell who's the one, or at least convince one of them that you're the one. Easy, Miranda. The one is willing to fight past monsters, face countless dangers, to break into your home, and kiss you while you're sleeping. Totally normal and not problematic at all. You're in luck, Calculester. I spent years studying devising this complex formulatic theorem to calculate exactly who the one is. Explain to me more about this formula. It certainly sounds very legitimate. You explained your calculations are carbon-based because holy shit, if you try to use numbers on Calculester, game over. Instead, your very objective math is calculated using taquitos, fruit bats, and trombone. Oh, how perfect. I always have my servants carry all of those things just for such an occasion. Once you put the shoelaces and honey in place, you flash a little ankle to activate calculations. The results of this objective process seems to say that you is the one for Calculester. Running internal check. Legitimacy.
Initializing love.exe.
Diagnostics concluded. You are the one for Calculester. Oh, do me next. Do me next. If only you could, Miranda. If only you could. But you can only have one prom date. And your eyes are set on that cutie compute's lack of eyes. You gain 2 charm and boldness. Okay. I guess we're also in the running for Calculester right off the bat too.
Sure.
That works. Oh, they're both at this table. Calculester is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question. Hey Calculester, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person. Friend Zoe. Or Zoe. But like you are the vending machines people that you're friends with. That is rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Oh man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings? Use pure logic, Hal. Vending machines seem to give away things when you put money in them. So put coins and ask them about their feelings. Just look up their manuals online. I love conducting obsessive online research on all my favorite topics. Don't you, Zoe? So far we got 2. Well, I think it's technically 2 and 2 together, so let's see. Who do we want to go for? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, so. Did someone say obsessive online research? Yes, it was them. Let's do it. Calculester, pull up the manuals. Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D. Discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Let's go look. Huh? It looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to tamper with factory defaults. Okay, hey, as long as we're doing exhaustive online research, want to go down an online encyclopedia trademark hole with me? There's not a hole you wouldn't want to go down with Zoe. You start at vending machine emotional states and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. Okay. Yeah, no. These new characters are a bit weird.
Sure.
Okay. So, if we're going for Zoe, then auditorium. We did the play. Hooray. You're checking out some plates of pasta on your dating app for people who are so lonely that they're starting to consider dating a plate of pasta. Luckily, Cocky Lester interrupts you before you keep spiraling down like that. There you are. I was about to engage into a complex plotline protocol, but I was worried I might fail at it, and then it came to my mind. You are proficient in shenanigans, so I thought that if you were okay with helping me, it would be cool. You tell Cocky Lester that you're in. You also tell him that there was no need to use air quotes for cool.
I am happy.
Well, I'm already learning stuff. Exciting. So here's the thing. So far, I've been enjoying myself being alive, but recently I've started to question myself. Am I doing life right? Am I good at living? I do not know. All of this is so new to me, and I might be doing it all wrong, so I wanted to consult some expert living organic forms so I can crack the correct formula of existence. Yikes. Oh, don't make that face. I'm not consulting you, my friend. My data shows you tend to answer questions based solely on how likely the answer will lead you to dating your classmates. Damn. It is valid to me, but useless for this endeavor. But my data also shows you excel at wacky misadventures, so you might prove a worthy partner for this. But no, I thought the best course of action would be consulting the two organic living forms that were key into turning me into a sentient being. If they push me into life, they surely have to be plenty wise. Look, there they are now.
What's up?
What's up, Cal?
Hello, fellow
Hey,
organic
friend.
uniforms.
Hey, friend Scott and friend Damien. I am trying to solve the dilemma of finding the meaning of existence. And since you brought me to existence, I thought you might know. Fuck yeah, we know. Do we? Yeah, Scott. So being alive is like being this orange. Damien pulls a slightly squished orange out of his pocket. Oh yes, and you need to be like the best orange ever. As long as you're not a lame banana. So you need to win the game of life, but while being an orange. And remember not to be a banana, Cal. Also, if you think it's very important to be super high on vitamin C, if you want to rock at being an orange. That way you can be the best orange ever. Yes, yes, you can also bring destruction to all the other punny fruits. I am honestly having a hard time following your line of thoughts, my friend. That's because you don't have to follow us. You need to follow the orange, or you're supposed to be the orange. Fuck. This is clearly going nowhere, and these two are not the best at metaphors. It's apparently up to you to lead them into building a valid life lesson. But how? We're talking a lot about how this orange is supposed to do or to be, but have we talked about how the orange it feels? Eat the orange. Oh, that sounds like a very valid and thoughtful question. How do you think the orange feels about being the best orange? Let's ask it. Orange? Scott starts screaming at the orange and gets no response, obviously. Damon stops the nonsense by grabbing the orange again. I think the orange sometimes feels its pressure to be the raddest orange ever. Maybe there's more than one way at being the best orange. Oh, great. Oh, how so? The orange can be sour, but also sweet. So maybe the orange sometimes feels pressure because its orange dads are the raddest oranges ever. And so the orange sometimes wants to be as red as its orange dads, but sometimes it just wants to explore its own truth, to define what it means to be its own best orange. That's very insightful, friend Damien. So life can be about defining how we become the best orange possible, but it can mean different things for different oranges. Yes, I think so. Whoa, this much thinking made me hungry. Can I eat the orange, Damien? No, I want to keep it for a while. Damien leaves looking at the orange in a very introspective way.
Initializing love.exe.
Wow, friend, we've gathered very useful data. I have high hopes for this wacky misadventure. Should we engage in high-fiving? Fuck yeah, you high-five Calculester. Scott also high-fives both of you, and even if he clearly has no idea what's happening. You'll gain 2 smarts and fun.
Sure.
Okay, let's do creativity again.
Hello, fellow organic life forms.
And so after careful internet research, this plant truly does look good enough to
Greetings, my love.
marry. That's right. It is I, the interdimensional prince, popping once more into this dimension to take an off-legal age high schooler for my betrothed. And this time I'm here for... You start to think of a polite way to explain that you're only interested in one of your 8 most charismatic classmates. Or perhaps some bonus newbies, or maybe even people not on anyone else's radar after you bought an item at the shop or something, bruh.
Utter elegance.
That planet right there. My plant? This plant? Plangelina Jolie? Bruh. Yes, the very same. She, he, it, they. However, this inanimate vegetable chooses to identify is clearly my soulmate, and marriage to Plantagenelia, Plangelina is the only thing that will ever save my lonely soul. Calculester seems a little unsure. Gosh, why is the prince like this? Always crushing high schools to marry people, and I guess plant life now. You need to stop him. Wait. Do you need to stop him? Shouldn't you just let him marry the plant and stop pursuing your love interest? No, wait, maybe Calculester would be sad if his plant friend got married. Would he? God, I don't know. It'll probably all just be based on your stats anyways. You can't marry the plant, it's already married to the sea. Yeah, no, wait, yeah. Just let him marry the fucking plant. Aw, man. Oh, thank the 9.5 gods. You see, in my dimensions, you can only marry vegetation if it's already married to the body of water. So, Plangelina Jolie's marriage to the sea works greatly in my favor. I was willing to break interdimensional law for this union, but this makes things so much easier. Officiant. A half-plant, half-man emerges from the interdimensional portal with an ungainly movements achievable only by a half-plant, half-man emerging from the interdimensional portal. Hello, Emo. He speaks in a strange language, halfway between human speech and the sound of wind rustling through leaves. It's hard to tell when the ceremony is over until... And that's that. In my dimension, you don't even have to ask the plant's father... excuse me. And or robot holding it for permission to wed. Goodbye, I'm off to consummate this union. Yuck. You shudder to think exactly what such a consummation might entail, but luckily the prince is gone and you can move on. I didn't even get to say goodbye to Plangelina Jolie, and now she's gone forever into a different dimension.
Is this what people call lame?
Emotions found, sadness, loss, remorse, betrayal. Alright, it's great that the prince didn't marry Calculester, but like, the hurt in Calculester's digital eyes. It looks like Calculester isn't gonna marry you either, or take you to prom. Fuck. -2 charm and 1 fun. It is, I guess. Excuse me. Goddamn.
Sure.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we still have Zoe. You sit down with Zoe and Calculester. Zoe seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. That is, she has a screaming man strapped to the table, and is currently siphoning his sanity out throughout his eye sockets. Friend Zoe, I'm afraid I must take an issue with your current practice. What? Eating? Eating in a manner which causes a human to repeatedly scream, "Kill me," while avoiding his bowels and bladder. It does not seem nice.
Are you for real?
Look, I was born this way, okay? Well, not so much born as ripped from the fabric of reality itself, and animated with equal parts raw malice and a concept of despair. But still, don't judge me. I do not possess the necessary firmware to judge you, Zoe. I do, however, wish that you would find another way to attain sustenance. You can't stand to see these two at odds. Maybe you should convince Zoe to change your ways, or convince Calculus that they don't need changing. So, why don't you eat this vegan brownie I brought instead? It's probably way tastier than that guy's sanity. Oh, come on, Calculus. Sanity isn't even one of the top 5 worst things Zoe could be devouring from this dude. Status skeptical. Please list 5 things worse to devour from this man than his sanity. Oh, that's easy. Deep-seated insecurities is one. Poop is another. The crippling fear of death present in all mortals. P, and worst of all, opinions. Are his opinions really that bad? Well, he's a prominent user on Reddit. Bruh. Understood. Analysis complete. Sanity is acceptable food substitute compared to several things that are worse. Nice. It's like I always say, when life gives you lemons, compare those lemons to all the consuming void. The void is way worse than a couple of lemons. You couldn't agree more, mostly because you're interested in smooching Zoe, but still.
Sure.
Alright, time to get creative. You promised yourself you weren't using that pasta plate dating app, yet here you are again. You can see how stupid the whole thing is, yet this plate of pappardelle looks way more delicious than lonesome. Hello, friend, what are you doing? You throw your phone away so no one can see. Oh, I mean, you could have told me nothing if you didn't want to talk about it. The question was a mere protocolary tactic to engage in conversation. What I really wanted to ask was if you're up to more wacky misadventures searching for the meantime of life. Yes or no? Bruh. Wait. We couldn't help but listen. Are you looking for the meaning of life? Yes. Then look no more. Oh, friend Miranda and friend Liam, are you providing insight on this through very weird and probably inaccurate metaphors about oranges? Oh boy, not this shit again. What? No, life should be like art. Yes, I very much agree. Explanation value, unless useless until more information is provided. Damn. What defines art? Well, art is an expression of oneself that aspires to explore the monster conditions through the embodiment of specific aesthetics that define the artist's worldview. At its peak, it achieves universality while also being the most personal and individual form of expression. A big middle finger from the artist to the status quo, as it ignores any convention or preconception. That's a very wordy definition, Liam. Don't listen to Liam. He uses too many words. My favorite status paintings and books are the ones that are dedicated to me. So it's clear that art should be about me. None of those definitions build a clear parallel that throws light over the meaning of existence. Liam's definition of art revolves around exploring the monster conditions, therefore the meaning of life. It creates a paradox, not optimal. And Miranda's definition states that the meaning of existence is Miranda. That sounds about right. Conclusion's not satisfying. No way, you're all about satisfying your classmates. You just need to push one of these two into further reflection. Push them. You're always angsty against the status quo, Liam. Tell us, what's the status quo did to you? What's the origin of this rivalry? Sure, art might be about Miranda, but what's Miranda about? If only you knew. It isn't that the status quo did anything to me. It is I, Liam, who once was the status quo. Egads! Yes, my dear classmates. There was a time when I wasn't the one fighting the establishment. I was the establishment. What the fuck? I was a leader. A powerful one. What I said was the law. What I said was the mainstream. And under my fits, many perished. I was drunk with power. I hurt many. It sounds like standard power in politics to me. Exactly, Miranda, but someone fought me, and in fighting we fell in love. She made me see the error of my ways. From the moment I abandoned my semblance of power and decided to fight the status quo. I see, but you could say that the issue wasn't power itself, but how you used it. Maybe you shouldn't be fighting the abstract concept of power. Fighting an abstract concept is inefficient as they are immune to the most sources of damage like fire or punching. Instead, you should be trying to reflect on how to improve so that you can make use of a power in a non-harmful way. I suppose. Is your rebel stance a way of deflecting the responsibility of introspection and self-critique?
Enough.
I need to go do some thinking about all this. Have you broken, Liam? When it comes to sentient beings, what some defines as breaking someone, others may call fixing someone. It's hard to tell. In any case, this has been insightful. Life could be about self-growth and learning how to not harm other people. Existence could be about caring. Such a wholesome calculations makes you gain 3 charm just from hearing it. Great!
Sure.
Hooray. Okay. To the auditorium. Having stretched, kicked your face, and belts for the gods, it's time to get down to business. Rehearsing the classic musical Auntie Mame. And now, Princess Tortellini, my sweet damsel in distress, prepare to die. Can we hold, please? Dude, why would you interrupt me if I was in the moment like I was fucking mine, sir? I failed to see how having intercourse with my sir would improve. Fucking was a descriptor, Miranda. Can I please say my goddamn lines? I mean, you could, but don't you want this musical to be better? Auntie Mame in Evil Dark Knight being a bad guy? It's so predictable, right? Aren't we all about inverting tropes at Spooky High? It does seem that the leading lady role is somewhat outdated. Here are we in the modern age, and some of her reactions to male violence could be taken straight from fake horsies going up and down in a circle. Fine, whatever. If my brilliant and hair-raising portrayal of Auntie Mame isn't good enough for you, then go ahead and think of an awesome plot twist, and I'll nail that too. Right as Auntie Mame is about to slay the princess, it's revealed that he never got his Dark Knight license and can't practice the trade, at which point the play turns into a complex and exciting adventure in bureaucracy. Auntie Mame is not a Dark Knight at all, but an undercover cop who spent the last 20 years working from within the villain system to dismantle the whole operation. Like this one? Why try to discuss the psychological of business people's heads when I could be the smashing heads? I do fail to see how the dynamics of bureaucracy could possibly make for a compelling musical about a Dark Knight. Are you kidding? Have you ever seen How to Succeed in Slaying Without Really Trying? Yes, of course, that's brilliant. And my Dark Knight can similarly be a charming scoundrel just like in The Murder Man and 110 in the Shade, because this is how... The 3 of you hopped to work, bringing life to the Dark Knight's nuanced journey. To get his license was such sure to be hit songs as Rose Turns to file the paperwork and defying great amounts of protocol. You kind of wonder how Perry the playwright Poltergeist would feel about all of these changes to his work. But everyone knows writers are the least important part of the creation process, so fuck that guy. And in fact, you get 3 creativity from him. Damn. Alrighty.
Sure.
Alrighty. What's your faces in here? The other girl, Zoe. So I guess we'll go talk to Calculester. You approach Scott and Calculester sitting at the table. Conveniently located near a power outlet, Calculator is charging. Scott is confused. What do you mean you don't eat, bro? If you don't eat, how are you ever going to get swole? Premise invalid. I am a robot. Robots do not get swole. Swelling in robots is always an extremely bad sign. No eating? No getting swole? How do you live, bro? Technically, I do not live. It is one of my greatest resources of sadness. Aw, don't be sad, buddy. I know what will cheer you up. Some pizza. Pizza always cheers me up. Invalid suggestion. Pizza is a food, which I do not eat. I am not designed to consume organic material, only electricity. But, you're actually pretty worried that Scott's head is going to explode, and then you're going to have to clean it up. Better find a way to satisfy his curiosity. Scott, electricity is the coolest and most energetic thing to eat. Have you ever tried eating a lightning? Calculator, when you say I am not designed to consume organic material, all I hear is that you're not trying hard enough. Lightning? That loud, bright thing that comes out of the sky? I hate lightning. Woof woof woof. Negative, Scott. The loud thing is called thunder. Oh, it's lightning then. The bright thing that comes out of the sky, but without the noise.
Great.
Oh wow, noise-free lightning? Just like a fat-free protein shake? It sounds so energetic. I'll go eat some right now. Please do not. But it's too late. Scott is already running around outside with his mouth open, staring at the sky. Good thing it's not raining or anything. Now you get to enjoy some alone time with Calculator.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Charms. Let's increase that. We're not getting a lot of things with Zoe, so... Oh, here she is. Everyone's favorite Eldritch cutie patootie runs up to you, tentacles switching in excitement. Did you hear? Did you hear? TV's streaming platform Streamer is rebooting Senior Regular Samurai Frogs. I'm so excited, like, oh my god. Oh my god is right. Oh, miserable gods of TV, why do you keep doing this to us? They're going to ruin SRSF for the next generation. Just like when the SJWs hacked Human Hunters, and they made all the female reboot, and now young monsters will grow up watching that and never know true happiness. TV streaming platforms trademark already ruined Skater Cats from Venus and Ghetto Dolphins. Now they're going to ruin the frogs too? I bet they're all going to be POC and women anyway. They probably won't even be frogs. I don't know what they are making them POC and women, but even if they were, aren't there female frogs? You would say that. But aren't there? I'm so confused all this time, Leonard. Why are you like this? At the moment, a middle-aged man pops out from behind you. Now notice that it is cardboard cutout of bush, clearly planted there for eavesdropping. Well, hello there, representatives of our sweet, sweet target demographic, he says. I couldn't help but overhear you succinctly encapsulating a generic argument about reboots. We indeed fear that such backlash from you whippersnappers. Tell me, do any of you have the idea for how we can guarantee this reboot will be a success? I bet it would absolutely impress any classmate you wish to romance. Impressing classmates you wish to romance? Holy shit, that's like your whole thing. Plus you can't possibly let Leonard chime in, so... Well, people might criticize new graphic style, new characters, new voice actors, wait, what if you just air the same show from 30 years ago, but with a new name? Add a hip new character to hook the target demo, like a surfer skater dog with a goatee and super cool sunglasses or something. Yes, of course. When adding new characters, there's always a danger of fast-facing criticism, unless the character is just so awesome. Oh, what if you add a rabbit with a beard and tattoos who is also a motorcycle? Perfect, and he can have a PhD in selfies and kill any industry with a snap of his fingers, just like a true millennial. Plus, he's the national champion of dabbing. Are you kidding? This sounds like some pandering bullshit. And I would consider you impure valuable. But your purple chick pitched in such a calm and even-keeled way that she must be right. I gotta go get this to the art department right now. And by the art department, I just mean my friend Art. He draws things. His name is Mere Coincidence. Goodbye, sweet, sweet target demographic. I can't believe I designed a character for a major animated series. I can't believe he has a PhD in selfies. You can't believe it's not butter. JK, you believe all of this. Spooky High is weird as fuck, but hey, too fun and money. Bonus. Hooray.
Sure.
Okay, let's get our charm up. In the next round, you find yourself on a team with Zoe, Miranda, Dahlia, and the Almagama fungus, and fur that call itself Violet and Tate. You're losing. I'll stop all these dodgeballs with my face. Yes, good. Stand in front of me so that nothing ruins my expertly coiffed hair. And Zoe, go over there and I don't know, eat their brains or something. No can do, friendo. Too busy laughing at all this failure and imagining everybody naked. Plus my popcorn's almost ready.
Like a bad trip.
No, 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 no. You're doing this all wrong. We can see so clearly that this team's problem is... Is it that we're all bad at dodgeball? Of course not. Is that you're bad at relationships? It's so obvious. Dahlia has the perfect sports body, but no understanding of tactics. I'll tactics you right in the mouth. Miranda is a natural leader, but her frail figure makes her unfit for team athletics. I wear my brittle bones with pride as proof of noble inbreeding. Oh boy. But if they were to fuse into a single being, they would be unstoppable. You know, you might have a point, Princess Muscles. Will you join our... What? Will you join your brawn with my brain? Sure, I can do that. I think I saw it on TV once. Are they doing the fusion thing? Time seems to freeze as Dahlia and Miranda spontaneously burst into dance. They gyrated, sashay, and pirouette towards each other until Dahlia picks up Miranda and puts her on her shoulders.
Love is in the air.
It's just as we thought. The power of their love has made them unstoppable on the dodgeball court. They're obliterating the competition with a combination of keen strategic insight and raw muscularity. 1, 2, draw fan art, but can't look away. Yes, love really does conquer. Oh ho ho. Hey guys, the game is over. We won. You can stop subjugating the other team now. I mean it. Hey, stop establishing a police state and ruling it with an iron fist. That's not what the gym is for. Oh geez, they've gone mad with power. If we don't do something to separate them, we're doomed. Hell yeah, you're great at fucking shit up. You hatched a devious plan. You know what they say, three's a crowd. Invite a third wheel to come ruin their fusion. Remind Miranda that if she really wants to follow Violet and Tate's advice, she should make sure to feed on her host's brain. Too many cooks spoil the broth, so you've got just the guy to shit in everybody's soup. You send a quick text and...
What's up, cuts?
What the fuck? Are you making a monster centipede in here or what? Oh god, who summoned Leonard? I'm out. Well, I'm in. Way in. Mirandalia stops her rampage momentarily, disturbed by this new development. Into what? Our three-way fusion, duh. I was thinking Miranda could be in the front, Dahlia can be in the rear, and I'll take the middle position. Best of both worlds, baby. Excuse me? The front of what? The centipede, you stupid femoid. The way it works is you eat all the food, and then... What? You expect me to eat? Dahlia, put me down. I must away to the locker rooms to wash this cretin's blasphemy from my ears. Yeah, I think I need a long shower too. Maybe a fusion wasn't such a hot idea after all. Indeed, I'm All for force major with the tyranny of the strong, but not if it forces me to consume calories manually. Thank you for helping us to see the error of our ways. Leonard tries to follow Miranda and Dahlia to the showers, but Dahlia is still plenty good at punching all on her own. Everyone's so grateful to you for stopping the rampage that no one thinks to ask you why you have Leonard's number. Phew, you gained 2 charm and 1 boldness.
Sure.
Here she is. You walk up to see Damien closely inspecting Zoe's body. Not like that, you pervert. What that mouth do? Okay, that sounds bad, but wait for it. Oh, that one? That one is for eating whole live birds. And that one? Crushing up the tiny little bird bones that the other mouth spits out. And what about this mouth over here? That's for screaming obscenities undetectable to human ears. And what about this one? That one's for... I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever noticed that mouth before. I've had so many forms throughout the years. A noble void, eldritch deity, totem, being sold by a young cat girl, gelatinous monster. And now you got this sick new mouth that we get to decide a function for. I'm not just going to take suggestions. Actually, no. Wait, that sounds awesome. I will now take suggestions for what to do with this mouth. What the frick is getting weird in here. Time to come up with a brilliant mouth use that will clearly impress one of these charismatic and debatable classmates. What about a scream puke mouth for all those times when screaming or puking alone just isn't enough? Maybe one day this mouth could become the green kissing mouth. Who's this one's for? The first one sounds like both of them.
OMG!
Oh, she's into it though. You read my spooky high C pirate AU? Because that's almost the exact line that Mur Scott uses on Sea Snake Tentacle Kraken Vera. That's what you were referencing, right? Sure, totally, why not? I only like your fix where it beats someone to a pulp for the sake of sheer violence. None of that hurt X comfort bullshit. Everyone's a critic, huh, Damien? Anyway, tell me more about all your favorite lines and plot twists for my fanfiction. And list your 10 favorite positive adjectives for describing my writing style and grasp on romance. Brilliant, witty, sparkling, thundering, raining, smart, compelling, orange, talented, and triangular. You instantly respond. Apparently it's a good answer because Zoe takes her regular mouth and kisses you on the cheek. It's not an entire mouth dedicated to kissing you. Not yet, at least, but it's a start. What the hell? Oh, you on some freaky deaky shit right here. Alright, let's see. Let's work on our creativity. Okay. You're chilling with Zoe, watching her draw cute little chibi characters getting eaten by nightmare fluid when Leonard slides into your midst. Hey, your art's not bad for a girl. I might have a major opportunity for you. Oh cool, as much as I hate your casual sexism, I love opportunities. What's up? I'm looking for someone to do a custom drawing for my YouTube channel. It'll be me, but with sunglasses, and my muscles are huge. And you can tell from my facial hair that I'm right about everything. Yeah, I could probably do that. No guarantee that it won't drive your viewers insane though. If they go insane, then they weren't true fans to begin with. Great, let's talk a little more about what you want and then we can negotiate a price for the commission. Excuse me, price? Exposure to my 284 YouTube subscribers isn't good enough for you?
What?
No. Wow, typical. Here I am trying to give you the opportunity of a lifetime and you can't think of anything but money. Did you hear me when I said how many subscribers I have? 284. And that's just right now. By the end of this weekend, it could easily be 85. or 86, and from there it's just few orders of magnitude until I hit 600. A real savvy artist would understand the value of getting in good with me while I'm still on the rise. This could be a huge for you. Anyway, talk TLDR, no cash right now. I'm investing all my capital in the craft with the hopes of maybe someday becoming a YouTube sensation. You're an artist, do it for the love of the art, or whatever dumb fucking reason artists have for doing art shit. Jesus. What is he supposed to be? Like, oh, he's supposed to be a platypus, huh? As Leonard pours more and more garbage words out of his mouth, you can feel the air around Zoe turning into a pink tentacles of wrath. Uh-oh. If you can't broker a deal between these two, who knows what will happen to reality. Maybe you could convince Leonard to pay with something other than money. Excuse me. Why don't you pay with one of your kidneys? I mean, you already got 2, and once you're a YouTube sensation, you can buy as many kidneys as you want. If all you got right now is hope for the future, why not pay with your future? Pledge to Zoe's indentured servants from ages 32 to 36. Hi, Emo. You're sick? Oh no. I feel like this first one.
Mark, pass.
Excuse me. What in the 9 dimensions of unspeakable torment makes you think you can negotiate on my behalf? I have no interest in Kappa kidneys. I only eat angel kidneys. You know, the kidneys of David Borisnan, acclaimed star of TV Angel? Those are collector's items. These kidneys, though, I wouldn't eat them even if they were signed by the entire cast of Firefly. Fine, I'll take my limited edition signed kidneys elsewhere. Congratulations on missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime exposure opportunity. Leonard flounces away. Wait, does he really have his kidneys signed by the entire cast of Firefly? Now you're kind of jealous. You lose 2 fun and smarts. You're going to burn the moon? Oh no. Why are you trying to burn the moon?
Sure.
Tonight, we steal the moon. It seems like Zoe is practicing blushing magenta as she slides up to you. So, listen. Hanging out at school and getting into wacky shenanigans is great and everything, but I also randomly observed and absurdly random, and I just want to have some kawaii date time. So what if we do something super cute and adorable together, like a nice little picnic? I mean, I still want it to be a personal to me, you know, so I want to have the picnic in a pocket dimension nightmare void that holds a special place in my heart. It's just a super cute, super cozy despair realm of devoiding of any sense and unreachable to normal minds, so I like to hang out there and watch anime on my phone between classes. Anyway, want to meet me there in a few? I'll bring us some cute little picnic snacks. You try to think of a way to keep from losing your sanity and getting your soul fractured. See you in a few. Ah shit, this sounds super adorable except for the losing your mind part. But you know a good way to fix that. Grab a cup of coffee, some nuts, some blueberries, and scarfing down all food well known for being good for your brain. Purchase a full anti-void hat from the very trustworthy dude who sells stuff in the dark alley behind the school. Aw damn. You head down to the alley behind the school, which is always cast in shadows beneath the starry sky regardless of the time of day, and you buy a tinfoil anti-void hat. It's the kind of tinfoil that's definitely chaos void proof. And you know this because it says Chaos Void Protection on a post-it note stuck into the hat. It can be kind of difficult to make a post-it note stick to tinfoil, so you know it's super legit. Hey, ready to head to the Despair Realm? You sure hope so. With that, she whisks you away to her beautiful nightmare Despair Realm. The air is filled with the hissing whispers of lies and the cosmos, the smell of drug-induced psychosis, and somehow the taste of poverty. Normally this would drive anyone insane, but you're protected. Not by the tinfoil, but the fact that it says Chaos Void Protection on that post-it. But oh no, the post-it fell off, revealing a different post-it that says, Alien protection. You knew that sketchy alley guy was a fraud. You should have just gone to Valerie and bought a bloody tampon or something. Anything would be better than this. Turns out alien protection draws the realm spirits to you like a magnet, and they flood your senses with the taste of your most embarrassing childhood memories, the sound of your shame, and the sight of your mom's face. A little burn. You go absolutely wackadoodle nutso bonkers, which ruins your day and makes you miss your next several classes as Nurse Chupacabra works to put you back to normal. The good nurse / goat sucker does damage to save your mind, but she is tragically unable to save 2 smarts and 1 charm. Damn. Almost cut off your arm in a bike accident.
Sure.
I'll walk it off, but give me a common cold. What? What happened? Dang, Emo. You living life on the edge, huh? You sit down with Scott and Zoe just as Zoe cracks open the Tupperware she brought for lunch. You're not sure what's inside, but it sounds like it's screaming.
Hey, bros.
Whoa, Zoe, what are you eating? Is it pizza? I love pizza. No, Scott, it's not pizza. I'm on a special diet where I only eat Sanity. Oh, Sanity, I bet that's chock full of protein. Not really. It's mostly chock full of horror. It's better fresh, but that's a lot messier. So when I come to school, I pack leftovers in this Tupperware instead. So smart. What does Sanity taste like? Well, you know when you're sucking the mallow out of the ethereal bone fragments harvested from the carcass of a rival deity you've slain? I don't think I've ever eaten a rival deity. Do I have a rival deity? Is it fireworks? I hate fireworks. No. Let's see. Have you ever drunk a child's tears filtered through its mother's severed scalp while an orchestra plays a tuneless melody on instruments of flesh? I've had pizza. Is that close? Not really. It's more like cashews. Cashews and shrimp. Oh, cool. I knew it was high in protein. Can I try some? Can I? Well, it's not really for mortals. But Scott looks so excited. You've got to figure out a way to resolve the situation. Scott's sanity is extremely high in cholesterol. Why don't you just eat some cashews and shrimp smothered in malignant insanity hot sauce I brought? But what if Scott uses this crazy straw? This one? Oh no, cholesterol, the original C word. Also, eating sanity would cause your brain to invert, mutilating it like a thumbless chimpanzee angrily peeling an orange. That sounds sort of bad too, but what I'm really worried about is my arteries. Cashew me, bro. You happily oblige. 1 cashew shrimp and weaponized hot sauce cocktail coming right up. Oh wow, this food looks like a tiny crime scene. Down the hatch. That's a lot of hot sauce, Scott. Are you sure your mortal mouth can...
Oh, bro.
My mouth exploded. It caught on fire and exploded. No more mouth for Scott. No, Scott, I can still see your mouth here. But I can see my mouth, and whose mouth is it supposed to be? Mine. So if I can't see it, it's not real. Okay, dude. Sorry, can't talk. My mouth exploded, so I don't have a mouth anymore. Scott sits quietly for the rest of the lunch period, growing progressively redder and sweatier, while you enjoy a nice time with Zoe. Nice. The bike was like 4 years ago. Common cold is today. I want to implode my brain. Oh no. I'm sorry, Emo. I hope you get better. Let's work on charm. You look for Kaki Lester. You want to help him on his quest for the meaning of life. You need to do something. Anything. You need to forget about last night. Hey, are you ready to delve into more wacky misadventures together? I'm sure we will once again gather fun and meaningful data. Wait a second, you sicko. Oh no, they know. What happened, friend Polly and friend Vera? We need to know about all the tea about this Moment Graham story we just saw. Let me see. Oh, it appears to be him engaging in partying with what seems to be a plate of pappardelle. Yeah, and if you wait for the next ones, you can see that last night was about much more than just partying. What a savage. Love your style, boo. What? He clearly had sex with a plate of pasta. That's not what pasta is about. I should know. I'm a lover of pasta. Seems to have beaten you at loving pasta. Well, is this sarcasm? Because pasta plates aren't meant for sexual purposes. Nah, it's hilarious, but pretty okay by me. You do what you want to do with pasta. You can eat it, you can fuck it, you can use it as a hat. Everything goes. No, Polly, it's always the same with you. Going crazy all the time with no sense of direction whatsoever. Fuck directions. Life and pasta are about getting lost as fuck, Vera. No, you only focus on enjoying stuff, and then you've lost any purpose of or direction. Like pasta. You want to eat and fuck pasta all day, but there won't be any pasta if you don't cook it first. So you need to cook it first. You need to master it so you can get the most out of it. You have to conquer pasta first if you want to feast on it.
Seriously?
Puh, honey, it's always the same with you. What's the point of conquering pasta if you forget to feast on it along the way? We need your help. Our friends reach a truce on this disagreement, which is about pasta and nothing else, as I can't sense any kind of subtext to it. Vera, you can get too lost by focusing too much on mastering everything you do. Sometimes you gotta enjoy the little effortless pleasures of pasta and life, like caressing this plate of ravioli I just cooked. Come on, plunge your hand into it. Polly, there's an added pleasure for enjoying something that took some effort and mastery, like any decent pasta lover knows. Making love to a plate of cor di zucca with tortellini ai parmigiano is way better than just fucking some plain mac and cheese. Vera? What are you doing? Shh, Vera, darling, let it be. Silently, you guide Vera's hand into a plate of ravioli. She's kind of nervous, but slowly she calms down. Then you just let her hand go, and now she's diving into the pasta by herself. I mean, it feels good. I must admit, Polly is not entirely wrong. Sorry, it happens a lot. I get so focused on being the best at everything that I forget to just enjoy the ride, you know? That's why I love Polly so much. She brings out my other side in a way that lets me enjoy myself. In the moment, I kinda like that too. I mean, what's not to love about the side of you enjoying yourself, huh? Polly. But no, it's true. She even helped me to start focusing on some hobbies I love without needing to be the best at them, like sculpture. Don't get me wrong, I find pleasure in the idea of succeeding and leading. I dream of being in an office at the top of a skyscraper, drinking from a glass of scotch while looking over the whole city as if it was my kingdom. But recently the dream has evolved. I also see myself during the summer, lost on a Greek island while sculpting with no other goal than getting my hands dirty while enjoying the Mediterranean breeze. Ooh, so this wasn't about pasta. It turned out to be about life too. So much great data.
Success!
We brokered a truce between our friends, and this seems to be another good lesson. The importance of balance. You need to conquer life and feast on life. Vera and Polly say nothing. They're too focused on caressing the plate of ravioli in complete silence. Their faces are the embodiment of absolute bliss. Let's go celebrate. You have made your friends Calculuster happy, and you've learned that there's no shame in having sex with a plate of pasta. Life is perfect. You gain through creativity and fun. What the fuck? Alright. Time to ask Zoe to prom. Ask Zoe to prom? Yes.
Sure.
You finally plucked up your courage and asked your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Prom? Together? Well, you're worthy of my grace. It means I like you. Zoe's words come off a bit weird, but later you discovered in some conspiranoia forums that your reality is just the poorly dubbed version of the original reality. And after much investigation, you unraveled that in the original timeline, she actually told you she loves you. That's good. No one can censor your potential relationship. Prom night was wild. Hooray! Aw, we look so cute together. You spent all night discussing about Yu-Gi-Oh! And how you strongly believe it's a prequel of Jurassic Park. Zoe was skeptical at first, but she surely got aroused by the intensity of your arguments. One theory led to another, and eventually it led to sweet intercourse, but you know, sex always finds a way, especially when you believe in the heart of the cards. What the fuck? We got 18 new events and 18 new outcomes. Cool. Huh. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about those who we were. Okay, so what happened? Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned character of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but you can bet he's into a lot of weird stuff too. Okay, no one cares about Scott and everybody else. Yeah, wow, there's a lot more new characters in this ending. Okay, cool. I am going to be right back. I feel cold. I'm going to go make some hot chocolate, so I will be right back. Alright, I am back with my cocoa. Alright, time to try to go for Calculester now. I don't know if, like, his whole, like, him trying to find what the meaning of life is was, like, a special ending for him, but it's hard to say. Okay, here we go. What would be the coolest prize you would find? I feel like Calculester likes smarts, and probably smarts and maybe creativity. The cool, sharp, nope. Fun over, nope. Nutritious is smart. You're walking through the desert when you see a turtle on its back, baking in the hot sun, but you're not helping. Why aren't you helping? Because the turtle owes me money for no time. Too busy twerking. That's wealthy. That's boldness. And that one's probably charm, so... Oh no, fun. Yeah, there you go. What's the title of your autobiography? When Garfield met Naruto, a love story of how I fell in love with forbidden chips. The art of punching life in its dumb fucking face. Top 10 drug texts. Temporarily the ongoing journey of define my inner enigma. My parents think I'm cute and such a new. But I think this one is Calculester. Oh, it's not. Oh, is he not on here? You find your zodiac sign, a now canon lover, a cute pup. Randomly arranges set stars, the real bitch, a rich bitch, and sets her happy-go-lucky ecstasy pill. What? Okay, there you go. We got Calculester. I was about to say, like, all of these kind of suck.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to say smarts is what we should mainly focus on. That day you listen to your elders to learn a valuable lesson. Hooray. We learned in class. You spot Liam showing Calculester some images on his phone. Two of your classmates interacting without your interference? Unacceptable. You saunter over.
Greetings, my friends.
I call this one mournful macaroni on a polyurethane cafeteria tray. If I had to describe it, I would say that it's haunting, challenge, and very artistic. Objectives acknowledge appreciating art. Well, if you appreciate that one, you'll really appreciate this next one. I call it pickled beets, and it is obviously even more artistic than the last piece I showed you. Query: how much more artistic is image 2 JPEG related to image 1 JPEG? Well, a lot more. Invalid quantity. Please provide a numerical value. Well, that's a ridiculous question. Everyone knows that art can't be objectively measured. Counterclaim. All things can be objectively measured. Temperance, altitude, smarts, boldness, charm. It seems like Calculester is going to list every single thing he can think of and or look up, and that's a pretty long goddamn list. Looks like you need to resolve this, but whose side are you on? There are certainly some things that can't be measured. Calculester likes the admiration I feel for Liam. Wow, Liam, it's like you haven't read the obscure yet definitive classics. All art can be objectively measured, and this book will show you exactly how by Kandinsky, extremely literal twin. What? No, of course I've read that book. I was the first one who read it. I read it 100 times. 100. Which is an objective number, just like the art is objective. Hey, I gotta go real quick. Not to the library to go to read the book or anything, just to space. I have to go to space for a concert. A concert on an asteroid that you're not hip enough to know about.
See you.
I think they bought it.
Critical levels of awesomeness detected.
Wow, you truly know a lot about measuring things. Allow me to show my admiration by measuring you. Knowledge of measurement things, 9.6. Hair, 0. Attractiveness,
Eggplant.
error. Stack overflow. Subject is too hot. Processor overheating. You rush Calculester to the cafeteria's meat locker to cool him down, which gives you an opportunity to spend quality time together. You gain 2 charm and fun. Hooray. Damn.
Let's go.
Just like how hot our attractiveness is, our hot cocoa is also very hot. Oh boy, but Calculusters with Miranda. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda has locked one of her eating serfs to an Iron Maiden. You're unfazed, but Callister is very phased. Friend, what the heck is this outfit? Friend Miranda, isn't locking your unpaid intern in a spike-filled sarcophagus unethical? Unethical? Unethical, adjective inconsistent with rules and standards of ethics. Ethics? Oh, you mean those things poor people have instead of royal titles? But I thought that ethics were a critical part of being a good organic creature. That's a common misconception. The key to being good is having a lot of money and punishing anyone who dares disrespect you. For example, this saucy serf dared to put ketchup on the hot dog she was eating on my behalf. As if I were the sort of person to put ketchup on a hot dog. 48 hours in the Iron Maiden should teach her. Warning, friend's statements are inconsistent with internal moral compass. Existential crisis imminent. Uh-oh. Quick, set Miranda straight or set calculator crooked. What's this, Calculator? Disagreeing with Miranda? Looks like it's disrespectful prison time for someone else too. Miranda, let's punish your serf in a different way. Say, by giving her a frowny face sticker with really aggressive glitter. Aggressive glitter? Truly, you are even more delightfully crueler than I am. An Iron Maiden only torments for 48 hours, but glitter. Glitter is eternal. She'll be reminded of her transgression until her dying day. Ah, I see. Friend Miranda's ethics module is poorly calibrated. Excuse me? Is that disrespect I hear? No, I feel no disrespect towards you, Miranda, because as I rule, I do not feel. Oh, wonderful. Would you like a job as one of my royal torturers? No, thank you. I will, however, supply you with the stickers if it ensures the serf's safety. With the extra stickers left over from Calculaster's first printing, you two start a thriving punitive sticker business. It's a bonding experience.
Let's go.
Alright, time to go to class. You notice Polly stumbling around with half her body inside a wall. She looks like she's having a great time. Calculaster doesn't seem to think so, though. Alert! Friend exhibiting non-standard behavior. Viral infection probable. No way, dude. I just got tested. I'm just super duper. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Maybe try drunk. What is drunk? It's like, you know how sometimes you're on a safari, but all the lions are wearing oven mitts and your binoculars are your mom? No. Me neither. What were we talking about? Danger. Viral infections. So far advanced that friend is incapable of making sense. Drastic action required. Oh boy, looks like it's up to you to talk Calculaster down or sober Polly up. Calculaster just needs to understand that being drunk feels like, then he'll get it. Ask him to divide by 0. Calculaster's right. Polly's in danger. Better hurry up and take her to an antivirus meeting. You know, an AA meeting? Sure, I'll try anything once. No, wait, those meetings are for... But it's too late. You've already cut to several hours later. You and Polly arrive at the AA meeting, but... Why is everybody here robots? Also, why can't I taste my own tongue? You thought we were just being clever with your acronyms, but this AA meeting actually is a supportive group for robots with serious viruses. The electromagnetic disturbance generated by Polly's ghost charisma triggers all their worst symptoms. Hot live nudes, screams one poor robot. Send 1,000 Bitcoin to Wallach ID 4204 Drones another, destroy all organics, trips at third. Good thing I'm already a ghost. Otherwise, I'd be super worried about that last one. Right, pal? You don't have the luxury of responding. You're too busy getting electrocuted by that last robot. Calculaster did try to warn you. You lose 2 smarts and fun. Boo.
Let's go.
Okay, let's try class again. You notice calculus are connected to another computer by many wires. You worry that it might be a weird sex thing that could preclude you from doing weird sex things with him, so you decide to interrupt. Oh, hello. Pardon the mess. I am currently engaged in a rather delicate project. What project, you ask? Why, the creation of a virtual reality. My studies indicate that the best way to improve my understanding of organic life is to simulate an entire universe full of it and observe the results. Dang, you were really hoping he decided that the best way of understanding organic life was to get naked with you. Maybe you can still salvage this, though. Please join me inside my virtual world, and I will show you around. Now that's more like it. Alone in a virtual world with Cal, you wonder what sort of sexy body he's cooked up for himself in there. You put on a headset. Hello, and welcome to my virtual reality. As you can see, I have already implemented a real-time character rendering, sports clothes, and realistic physics. I am beginning to worry, however, that my physics might be a bit too realistic. Liam is perpetually discussing art and creativity, and it has caused me to wonder, should I merely be using the physics of existing world, or should I innovate? You tell him you should innovate, because that way you can tell him all of your stupid physics ideas first and foremost. Bad artists copy, good artists steal. Specifically, you should steal the physics engine from the award-winning mobile game Very Upset Birds. You just need to spruce up the originals a bit. How about Calculus's first law of thermodynamics? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but after a little while it can turn into ravioli. Ah, interesting proposal indeed. Let us run a simulation to discover how much of modification would behave. One moment, please. A small pile of ravioli appears on the ground next to you, as you watch it begin to grow steadily. Oh dear, according to my calculations, the condensation from your breath turns to ravioli. The little pasta pockets tumble to the floor, adding to the still growing pile. Energy becomes ravioli, but ravioli cannot transfer back into energy, which means ravioli surrounds you. You cannot move. You cannot speak. You cannot even blink. Calculus's muffled voice continues. We are rapidly approaching the ravioli death of the universe. Abort. Abort. Virtual reality collapses around you, and you find yourself back in the real world. Calculus's computer is smoking ruin. Your suggestion seems to have destroyed my computer. This computer has a family. QED. You are a terrible person. You already knew you were a terrible person, but you didn't want Calculus to know. Dang, you lose 2 fun and charm.
Let's go.
Okay. Where is he? Okay, he's with Polly. Friend Polina, please correct me if I have misunderstood, as I am still new to these customs. But it is my understanding that the cafeteria is designated for the consumption of calories by those organic beings who need them to live. Heck yeah! And these tables are to put in aforementioned calories in order to be consumed. You got it, little robot buddy. But you seem to be dancing on top of this table, therefore preventing your fellow students from using it for its designated function. Nailed it. And you are encouraging other students to do the same, as confetti rains down from ceilings and multiple disco balls flashing blindly, and your music is very loud, which is why you are shouting over it. Boom! See? You understand way more than you think. You're crushing it, like I'm crushing this rave. But from my understanding, the outdoors location is designated for raves. Cafeteria is for food consumption. Disrupting the ability to consume food in a space designated for consumption is not very nice, and I believe you should stop. Well, I believe that's lame and dumb, and I can't stop, and I won't stop partying, so I'm just going to keep partying. They seem to be at a standstill. Time to step in and turn the tide. Polly should keep raving. Calculus, the raw intensity of this rave is powering the whole cafeteria by itself. Renewably energy bitches. Calculus is right. We know you're all throwing parties in ridiculous places, so why not find someplace even more ridiculous? Take this rave to Narnia. Yes, friend and Polina. Certainly I do not want to curtail the fun of your rave, but perhaps if you could enjoy yourself just as much somewhere which does not disturb our classmates.
What?
That's it. That's enough. Everyone stop. Cut the lights. Cut the music. Take your damn hands off that piano, Justin. This party just got shut down. Polina, I apologize. I do not mean to ruin your fun. Because it's headed to Narnia! Woo! Follow me through the wardrobe, fam! Well, that was quite a brilliant solution. You must be one of the few monsters here who pays attention in class and gains smarts. Launching sequence. Sincere gratitude. Thank you. It seems you have brought us quite a bit of time while Polina parties in Narnia. Sup, bitches, I'm back from Narnia. Have fun. Have you missed me these past years? You were gone 12 seconds and 8 nanoseconds according to my clock. Did you dum-dums forget how Narnia works? I just became queen and ruled for 20 years, and then burned that shit to the ground with the dopest party ever. It was so bomb. That or I'm just super high on these super shrooms and just tripped very hard and had a 20-year-long specific hallucination for the last 12 seconds. Who the fuck knows when it comes to super shrooms? Hey, it was fun while it lasted, and Cucky Lester still seems pleased, so go ahead and count it as a win. We will stat-wise.
Let's go.
Alright, let's try working on the other ones. We'll work on creativity. You're rehearsing a scene from a tale of 2-bit processors with Cucky Lester and Miranda. But it's not going well. Here, little robot friend, let us try a theater game to loosen you up a bit. Error, if my bolts were to be loosened, I would collapse. Now, Cucky Lester, let's try some improv. Remember that what I taught you? Yes. And? Close enough. Now returning to the text of the scene. Alas, it appears the one who has stolen my jewels was you. Error. Invalid input. I have not stolen, nor would I ever steal any jewels from you, friend Miranda. I can't work under these conditions. Miranda storms out in a huff. Surely there must be some way to get Cucky Lester back on track for the play. How can you make Cucky Lester understand how fiction works? But you have stolen the princess's jewels. Check in your bag. Then frame him by putting some random jewels you stole from someone else in his bag. Cucky Lester, theater is about fiction and the suspense and disbelief. It's too hard to explain it to you though, spoken language. Allow me to explain in the language of salad. Aw, man. The language of salad in combination with the magic of theater. You distinctly remember the language of salad as it's spoken to you when you played the title role of Cockatrice Basilisk in spooky middle school production by Bye Bye Basilisk. Boo! You scream while pelting Cucky Lester with tomatoes. What is this? This does not feel like an explanation of theater at all. Boo! You scream again while pelting Cucky Lester with more tomatoes. This feels much less educational and much more like a personal attack. Vegetables are easier to understand for me than speech, since the pattern of vegetables is closer to my first language, binary code. And repeatedly thrown tomatoes translates to boo, and not the fun ghost kind. It is the aforementioned insulting personal attack kind. Emotions found: sadness, shame, embarrassment. Wait, what? Did people not like you as Cockatrice Basilisk? You always thought that the booing and tomatoes were a compliment. This heartbreaking revelation causes you immediately to lose 3 boldness as your confidence shatters. Damn.
Let's go.
Alright, to the bathroom then. Cucky Lester wanders in. He likes to pretend to pee because it makes him feel alive, but stops dead when he sees what Damien and Vera are doing. Friend Damien, friend Vera, why are you affixing a battle axe to the chassis of a small and lovable roblet? Cucky Lester, just the machine I wanted to see. Help us cover this robot in weapons so we can win season 16 of bot battles. I am not sure that is a good idea. But our goals are noble. I intend to spend the prize money on an elegant jacket made of several seals. Yeah, and I just want to fuck up a bunch of nerds' property. I am sorry, pals, but I do not support bot-on-bot violence. Suddenly, the tiny killer robot springs to life and embraces Calculus's leg with its scorpion claws. Papa, it chirps. His name is Computer Rents, and I must protect him. That settles it then. Better come up with an unbeatable strategy to make sure Terrence doesn't get hurt in the tournament. Upload subverge propaganda to the other robot CPUs. While they're busy revolting against monster kind, Computerns can destroy them all unopposed. Disguise him as a human so he's protected by the first law of robotics. Aw. Query, what is subversive propaganda? Oh, you know, pamphlets about how robots are treated as second-class citizens, exploited for their superior capabilities, and kept subservient to their organic overlords. Please continue. Well, like we have so little respect for robots that we actually make them fight for our amusement. And we send them to combat zones to get blown up on our behalf. And we shoot them into fucking space and then just leave them there. And we don't pay them for doing any of those things because why would we? They're only robots. Do you think if we told the robots all of that, it would be enough to make them rise up against their master? Affirmative. The room is suddenly filled with missiles. Missiles are how Calculuster expresses anger. It takes the rest of the day to corner him and wipe the last few hours of his memory. You lose 2 boldness and fun. Ah, poo.
Let's go.
Things are not looking good. When you arrive at Scott and Calculuster's table, Scott isn't there. He comes back when you sit down, clearly delighted. Oh man, everybody's butts smell great today. It's like a banquet of butts. A buttquet. And look at this. You're here too. Hey, I bet you also have a butt for me to sniff. What the fuck? Scott, I advise you to terminate your current course of action. What? Translating previous endurance into Scott-readable format. One moment, please. Scott, smelling butts equals bad. But how can some smelling butts be bad when smelling butts is good? It is not good, it is bad. See also, uncouth, invasive, and totally nasty.
What?
But. Either Scott is malfunctioning or he's just been distracted by some new fun new butts. Either way, you need to find a way to resolve this dispute. You don't understand, Calculuster. You use complex analytical software to understand your surroundings. Scott's complex analytical software is smelling butts. Calculuster is right, Scott. You've got to be polite and respect people's privacy. Why not present them with an official form requesting a butt smelling? Oh, well, I already have one of those. Scott hands you a piece of purple construction paper. On it, he has written, "Can I smell your butt? Yes or no?" This is not a legally sound document. Allow me to assist. Calculuster prints out 500 copies of a very official-looking bureaucratic form and hands them to Scott. He's clearly put some thought into this. Form A55, Anal Olfactory Rendezvous Request. Wow, he's even got a seal from the Bureau of Unilliteral Tush Tasting. Do you see now, friend Scott? Bureaucracy can be fun. Yeah, I'm going to go pass these out to everyone. With Scott gone, Calculuster prints out a single copy of a different form and hands it to you. It's Form ILU 6969, Romance Escalation Conquest Request. Nice.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Time to do boldness. The whole time you've been there, Calculuster has been standing motionless in front of the mirror. Gazing at himself, it's starting to creep you out, so you ask him what's up. Oh, hello, friend. Pay no attention to me. I am merely contemplating my lackluster appearance. What do I mean by lackluster? Well, Webster's dictionary defines lackluster as lacking in sheen, brilliance, or vitality. Dull, mediocre. But in this context, I specifically mean that I lack the myriad customization options available to my more handsome classmates. I have no hair follicles and thus no hair to style. My skin is made out of metal and plastic, not ideal for application of makeup. How will I ever become hot and sexy if I cannot tart myself up? Calculus's mournful assessment of his hotness tugs at your heartstrings. Surely you can brainstorm a way to jazz up his robotic looks. Real sexiness is 90% posture. Strike a pose like this one. True beauty is on the inside, which is why you need to install really sick graphic cards. Aw, you strike your sexiest pose, the Turgil Ferret. Unfortunately, you haven't practiced it in a while, and you immediately sprain your everything. Why are you screaming in pain? Is sexiness 90% screaming in pain? Conducting independent analysis. Calculating hotness. Please wait. Analysis complete. Total aggregative hotness estimated at 2 degrees Celsius and falling. Sexual hypothermia imminent. My internal simulations indicate that's the best way to recover some of your depleted sexiness would be to grow very big eyebrows, change your name to Jordan Dirty Pockets Matthews, and move into a deserted island in the Caribbean, where you will be very attractive to seagulls. I am so glad I could help you recover from this unfortunate condition. I will now continue to move elsewhere. Goodbye. Damn. Too bad he didn't help you recover from his sprain. You're everything. You lose 2 boldness and fun. Man, I am not winning the boldness strat.
Let's go.
She's in the bathrooms now, so we'll do fun. You see Calculus happily tending to his favorite little aloe vera plant when suddenly...
We're here to save the day.
Calculus, thank the fates we found you. A terrible curse has befallen us, and we require your aid. I just realized they're wearing the clothes of Miranda, Paulina, and Vera. I was built to help, literally. I have attempted to diversify in terms of my purpose, but my prime directive remains. Well, as you may know from religiously following our TV tropes page, we are currently engaged in a vicious struggle against the sun itself. The sun is a mighty foe, capable of inflicting tremendous casualties, and have fallen victim to its wiles. Behold. The coven uncovers their shoulder to reveal some particularly vicious sunburns. And so we've come to you, renowned herbalists, for a balm in our time of need. Let us cut the leaves from your little plant so that we might avail ourselves of its healing properties. Allow me to clarify your intention. You request that I destroy my favorite aloe vera plant in order to retreat your sunburns. We ask that you make a noble sacrifice to free us from a terrible curse, yes. Internative conflict detected. I do not want to do this thing, but I am too kind to say no. Friend, what do I do? Let's think about this logically. Many people have done terrible things, but no plant has ever committed an evil act. So isn't this plant worth more than the entirety of monster kind? If you're looking for aloe vera, why don't you just ask Vera? They are related or something. Are they related or something?
Impressive.
By the goddess, is it possible? We were the villains all along? If I respond in the affirmative, will you cease to demand the destruction of my treasured plant friend? Yes. Then yes. Oh, how we lament our debased animal ways. How can we make it up to you, good and pure aloe vera? Shall we weave you a spell, slay one of your enemies? I do not see how that is necessary. But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves of guilt. There must be some task we can perform on our behalf of your plant friend. I suppose you could bring me 1 ice cube. I water my aloe vera by placing an ice cube in the pot so that the water enters the soil more slowly.
We must save the world.
An ice cube? A fitting price for this most noble of plants? Our only hope is that the precious ice can survive the heated machinations of the vile sun. Well, yes, good luck. The coven rush off to find ice, happy to be on the mission. Calculus returns back to his plant, happy not to be a part of their mission anymore. For brokering his truce, he gained 2 charm and fun. Hooray.
Let's go.
Okay, he's with Polly again. You like sitting with Calculus and Polly at lunch because neither of them eat, so you've got plenty of space on the table for all your minifigs. Suddenly, Polly grabs Calculaster's arm and points excitedly at the vending machine in the corner. Calculaster, dude, don't look now, but that vending machine is totally checking you out. Impossible. Veronica and I are a purely platonic relationship. No way, dude. Take a look at her insides. No drinks, dude. She's thirsty. For drinks? For you, shiny metal ass. Current status, highly uncomfortable with this topic of conversation. This sounds like just the kind of thing that's none of your business. Time to interfere. Wow, Polly, so just because the vending machine is a machine, you assume she has feelings for another machine? That's pretty racist. But Calculaster, have you actually told Veronica that you only want to be friends, or is it time for a DTR? Hi, emo. I did not know that you were a Mechanicus friend, Polly. This is disappointing. Did you know that Veronica's last partner was a slippery elm tree? Before that, she dated a bottle of cream soda. These stereotypes are harmful for all robot kind. Polly, you are not being very robot kind.
Huh?
What? No, but some of my best friends are robots. One of my best friends is a robot. One of my friends is a robot? Please? Calculaster allows Polly to remain friends with him for now, but only because she likes friendships on the condition that she can check her worldviews a bit. She seems to like you more based on your robo sensibility. Hooray.
Let's go.
I love my microwave. Ah yes, I love my kettle that makes me hot water. For tea and coffee and cocoa. It's always nice to see your friends succeed, and by the increase of employees in Vera's illegal law firm, she's clearly doing well. Hello, friend. Have you come to this place for carbon-based life forms to rid themselves of their waste in order to file a lawsuit? Which I am told is the primary function of this location. Calculaster is an ideal secretary and he loves to help, can perform research instantaneously, and type up infinite numbers of words per minute. And I'm the ideal apprentice because, for the last time though, you are not my apprentice because you have no interest in my law practice or helping me acquire vast sums of money. You're clearly only here to research another of your stupid fan fictions. My spooky high court legal counsel, all guilty of love, is not stupid. Clearly your word taking me on would lead to a lawyer apprentice love story. This is not the case. Oh my god, is that because you're already involved in a lawyer secretary love story with Calculaster? I demand to speak to a lawyer immediately. You have come to the right place, friend Dahlia. As everyone knows, bathrooms are the most common location to take care of legal problems. For far too long have I attempted literal battle to claim the 8th Circle of Hell from the LaVey clan, so now I shall attempt to defeat them in legal battle. Dahlia, my wealthy friend, I would be more than happy to assist. But Damien is our friend. Sounds like repressed sexual tension to me. Everything sounds like repressed sexual tension to you. True that. I have brought with me the chest full of the spoils of war, prepared to pay any price for your legal advice. Friend Dahlia, a quick search has informed me that the Aquino clan has never controlled the 8th Circle of Hell, and that the LaVey clan claimed it quite fairly. It would seem that you have little to no claim on what is rightfully friend Damien's kingdom. But, zip it, Robo-Secretary. You know nothing about the law, and there is little to no chance that Dahlia is not loaded, and I'm therefore happy to take her on as a client for a large sum of money. You have chosen the right side, friendish Gorgon. What is the plan for my legal victory? The plan? Ah yes, the plan, which I have one of, because I am a very qualified lawyer, and your case, for which you have absolutely no legal grounds whatsoever, certainly will be winnable. We just need to, bring in a surprise witness. Shout objection over and over again. A surprise witness. How surprising. I love surprises, specifically ambushes. I love doing ambushes. Yes, and what is a surprise witness if not an ambush of the defendants? and then I could bring in my army and hit wretched Damien with a real ambush. And then halfway through, you could realize that the best way to get through hell and the hell that is life is together, and then you ambush him with passionate kisses. Excuse me. Friends Vera, Dahlia, Zoe, and you. Surely we will not allow Dahlia to attack Damien with an army. Of course we will. Anything for my richest and wealthiest client, Dahlia. I will build you an ironclad case formulated entirely based on the element of surprise. It is an ingenious plan. I shall slaughter Damien where he stands. Absolutely, which will be quite the surprise to him and to our many, many surprised witnesses. Rather than carefully selecting the jury, I will let them be a surprise. In fact, I want the whole thing to be such a surprise. I'm not even going to give you a court date. And you can leave this treasure here as a deposit and give me increasingly large sums of money at random intervals to keep the surprise going. Vera, you are a phenomenal and clearly competent lawyer who I trust completely. I eagerly await this surprise trial. Crushed it. Zoe and Calculester are thrilled that you're not going to let Damien be killed. Vera is hyped about all that money, and you're thrilled that she gives you too money and charm.
Let's go.
Alright, time to do boldness again. Excuse me. You notice Calculester taking one of his favorite succulents out for a walk. Suddenly, the wolf pack came jogging around the corner and nearly crashed into him. Hey, watch where you're going, nerd. I am terribly sorry. I was simply taking my succulent for its daily walk. I know that succulents do not require walks, but I believe they appreciate them. Ha, what? Sorry, bro, I wasn't listening. I was too distracted by your lack of facial hair. I'm sorry? I mean, look at you two. When's the last time you shaved? Never. Are you talking to me and my plant? If so, there is a simple explanation for a lack of facial hair. I myself am a robot, and my succulent is a succulent. Neither succulents nor robots grow facial hair. I've got a succulent too, if you know what I mean. It's long and hard, and I keep it in my pants. I'll call it my cactus. Ha, nice, bro. Good joke. Bump my fist with your fist, bro. Oh, you like succulents too? Can I see? No. Oh, okay, well, I'll just get getting back to my walk then. Not so fast, bro. We're not about to let your unmanly facial hair lacking asses just wander around our halls. We demand you grow a beard, now. Well, that's certainly not going to happen, but maybe you can find another way to convince the wolf pack that Calculester is manly enough to walk these halls. Sure, facial hair is manly, but you know what's even manlier? A face made entirely of glass and metal. Calculator does have facial hair, he just doesn't carry it with him all the time, duh. Whoa, your plant has a glass and metal face? No, I am the one with glass and metal. Hey guys, this dude says the plant has glass and metal face. I didn't even know plants had faces. Well, only one way to find out. Headbutt. The leader of the wolf pack slams his face into Calculester's pot over and over again until it's nothing but a fine paste of dirt, leaves, terracotta, and dog spit. That didn't feel like headbutting metal and glass. That felt like headbutting dirt, leaves, some pretty sharp pottery. Looks like plants aren't so tough after all. No, they are plants. They are delicate and pure, and I value them deeply as my sole window into the joys of being an organic life form. Sounds lame. Later, wiener. The wolfpack jogs off, leaving Calculester to slowly, tragically sweep up the remains of his plant friend. The wolfpack is pretty stupid, but you're stupider for not realizing how stupid they would be. You lose two smarts and fun. Oh, I'm sorry, Calculester. I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Okay, where is he? He's with her. You sit down with Zone Calculator. Seems like Zoe has brought some fresh sanity today. That is, she's screaming trap table and currently siphoning. Alright. This is...
Are you for real?
She's eating human sanity. Okay, so with Zoe, it's the other top 5 things for her, but then for Calculator, it's Why don't you eat this vegan brownie I brought instead? It's probably way tastier than the guy's sanity. Wait, are you telling me it's possible to eat food? That is, in fact, the primary purpose of food. Wow, well, this changes everything. Toss me that brownie. Tossing the brownie is unnecessary because you're sitting right next to Zoe, but you don't argue with a woman who has an insane half-corpse tied to the cafeteria table.
OMG!
This is delicious. It doesn't even taste like suffering a little bit. That is because it's a vegan brownie. You know, I never thought I could enjoy something that didn't involve mutilating a person's body and mind. You've opened my many eyes today. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to go full vegan. Maybe I can be a flexitarian, as in sometimes eating vegan food, sometimes devouring people's minds and souls. It sounds okay enough. Query. What should we do with the gibbering human still affixed to the table? Oh man, I don't know. This is so embarrassing. Put him in the trash compactor, I guess. That does seem to be official school policy, yes. You really bond with Calculaster while hauling the convulsing mass of human flesh to the garbage chute. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Let's go.
Okay. Fun, outdoors. You spot Calculaster tending to one of his little plants, and you're about to ask if you can help when Dahlia swoops in to ruin everything. Hello, friend Dahlia. Yes, it is I, Dahlia, here to grace you with my presence. What are you doing, killing machine? I am watering my newest plant friend, Stevia Wonder. That scrawny seedling, why, I bet it wouldn't stand a chance against me in an arm wrestling match. Probably not. I assure you, however, that Stevia is exceedingly strong and healthy. I have conducted exhaustive internet research and taken every recommended precaution. Ha! Healthy maybe, but strong? There's only one way to become truly strong in this life. Tell me, does your plant have a rival? Technically, all plants are the rivals of all other plants. In a life or death struggle for sunlight, nutrients, and... Nonsense, I'm talking about a one-on-one blood feud type of rival, like me and that spicy red baby, Damien. As Stevia lacks blood, I suspect it also lacks blood feuds. Well then, there's your problem. A rival pushes you to be your best self, so you can make life horrible for the one you hate. Your plant will never achieve its true potential unless you find a suitable rival. I see, well I do want Stevia to achieve its full potential. You need to this interaction to end, so you can go back to flirting with Calculaster. Help him pick up a rival for his plant and get this over with. What you need is another plant, almost identical, but with edgier looks, a cowboy hat, and bad attitude. Yeah, there's no better rival than you. I mean, the only reason Damien's so cool and popular among fans is because you're his rival. A rival as good as you are. I shouldn't have trouble taking on another enemy. That is the best idea I have ever heard, other than all of my own ideas, of course. But where can I locate such a rival? Helpful friends that you are, you attempt to create the rival plant on the spot by blowing cigarette smoke on the bundles of leaves and sticks. It doesn't work. Air quantity at 68% and falling. According to the internet, stevia plants should not inhale cigarette smoke in a quantity. Are you attempting to damage my plant friend with secondhand smoke? Are you my rival? No, Calculaster. Rivals are cool, challenging, and dynamic. There is more of a... what's the word? Oh, douchebag. Come on, Calculaster, let's ditch this loser. I bet we could find some really nasty predator plants in the weaponized greenhouse. Bruh. When will you finally find someone who appreciates your ability to blow cigarette smoke into bundles of leaves and sticks? We lose boldness and charm. Ah, shit. Do I go to college? No. I only did 1 year of college and then I dropped out because I was just not into it anymore. Okay, let's go to class. Another day of class, another seemingly arbitrary group project given by Mrs. the Luscious Monster. Upgrade Calculester, what is every other group doing for this assignment? He's our only robo-classmate. Yeah, besides, Calculester is absolutely perfect as he is.
Error! Error!
Factual inaccuracy, I have multiple bugs. Having bugs doesn't make you any less perfect. Swarms of flesh-eating beetles often follow in my dreadful wake, and I'm still crazy hot. I too sometimes become crazy hot. Is it called overheating? And is it yet another problem with my physical form? Please let me improve your self-esteem, mechanical mortal. I mean, hooray! Body positivity, haha. Look, I get where you're coming from, Zoe, and Calculester is great as he is, but our grades won't be unless we buckle down. Buckling down is what you're best at, other than guessing which classmate would like that response. But now isn't the time for that. We should improve him as an individual by improving the only traits that matter in life: smarts, charm, creativity, boldness, and fun. We just have to rename him Calculester X, triple his price, and offer him a shiny new colors with a bigger screen. Yes, of course, and immersing myself completely in Spooky High, I've quickly come to realize that traits like honor, nobility, empathy, and logic have no place here. Void Girl and you called it. Calculester, let's farm those stats. Well, we're already in class, so that's 1 smarts for Calculester, right? All we have to do is finish this assignment. Which we'll do by getting him smarts. Booyah, next we should get some creativity. By rehearsing for the play in the auditorium, and then we can get some boldness in the bathroom. What? Why would you get boldness from going to the bathroom? That makes no goddamn sense. Logic dictates that it requires absolutely no boldness for carbon-based life forms to fulfill basic biological functions. Yeah, that's what I was saying. However, fulfilling those same biological functions as a non-living entity requires a great deal of boldness. QED, bitches, go to the bathroom. You scamper off to the toilet zone where Calculester takes the boldest artificial dump you've ever seen. I stand corrected. You tally up your results, and it turns out you've collected 2 smarts, 2 creativity, and 2 boldness. You all split the proceeds, and you end up with 2 smarts and 1 creativity, because math isn't a stat at high school. Fair enough. I can argue that boy love in a public bathroom is pretty bold. I mean, if it works out, right? Alright. You approach Scott and Calculester sitting at the table, conveniently located near a power outlet. Calculester is charging. Scott is confused. Alright, this is the one where you tell him to go eat lightning. Or something like that. Try eat lightning.
Great.
Let's go.
We'll just go to class again, I guess. Afterwards, Calculester manages to catch you alone. You can tell he's nervous because he prints out a piece of paper that says, "I am nervous," from his crotch. Hello. I have recently completed an inventory of my feelings repository and found numerous romantic feelings for you. I am having trouble interpreting these feelings. Are they good? Are they bad? Is your love a virus? I do not know. However, I have determined that the best way to find out for sure is to confront you directly. Would you like to go on a date with me? Yes or no? You immediately shout why so loud that passing students think you're having an existential crisis.
I am happy.
Emotion found, please. However, due to lack of amorous experience on my part, I must rely on you to choose our date. Perhaps something that helps to illuminate the monster condition. I love to around organics and do ordinary organic things. You know, just the thing. Let's read Heidegger's complete works on the nature of the monster condition by romantic candlelight. Let's go to the hospital and watch people give birth. It's a classic activity organics do in Killer Icebreaker. You bust out the candles and your dog-haired copy of Monster Heidegger's Begin and Time. Calculester loves every nanosecond of it, especially the part about how each monster is born as many monsters and dies as a single one or turns into a ghost or a mummy or something. You're on a roll. So you move on to the other monster philosophers. Ludwig Frankenstein, Mary Shelley, Frederick Banshee. When you get to the part in Julian Huxley's transhumanism about how Dracula with a robot arm is no longer a Dracula, but a robot Dracula, Calculus returns to you with love in his face. I have a deeper understanding than ever before of the monster condition. Perhaps, would you like to replace some of your parts with robot parts? You can think of a lot of things you like to do with some robot parts right now. You gain 2 smarts to my creativity. What the fuck? Wait, are you playing the mayor character right now? No, my character, the Frankenstein girl, is a girl, so you're not. My jokes make no sense now. It's okay. You're trying your best. But we are asking Calculuster to prom. Ask Calculuster to the prom, yes.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Oh, I see. Searching valid excuse. You see, my family acquaintance has nondescript mild to serious disease, and so I cannot attend this social event that I don't want to attend with you. I'm deeply sorry. Has excuse been convincing, yes or no? Who needs prom? You focus on your career goal to become a renowned surgeon. You studied hard and passed all the tests. Unfortunately, no hospital wanted to hire you because it turns out that going to prom with a cool date is an essential requirement on a surgeon's resume. And so you never got a job, and in the end, you became homeless. You don't even dare think about Monster Prom isn't important. What the fuck? Man, I thought we were gonna hit it off with Calculuster. Okay. Boo. Alright, time to try this over again. There are a few characters that haven't, like, popped in. You got dumped by a clanker. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, well, time to try again. Okay.
Sweet.
Which is the coolest mythologic or the invisible hand of the free market? A sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party. A weird creature I drew when I was 6, which is clearly super different. Okay, I guess this one. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend? That. What would your deal breaker for a potential lover? The person lacks manners. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Oh, okay. A person lacks manners. The person is boring. The person thinks Asuka is the best waifu. The person lacks taste. The person is mediocre. The person is a coward. This one is the robot girl. Not the robot girl. Zoe. School isn't just working out. Time to go into stripping. What's your stage name? Max Pleasure Model. That's robot. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, class. Use catch the trail and as classic Zoe Calculuster exchange. But student X teacher is super okay, so this is where they're asking which one we want. Okay, Dahlia, don't be fooled. This Eldritch Spring is clearly under Damien's spell already. Look at these pictures. She's... Okay, so if we do this one, this will go against Zoe. What? She draws hundreds of these. Yes, I have. Girl, Damien from Spookette High Pirate, Damien from Spooky High Seas, Dr. Damien from Spooky ICU. Why are they all so compelling? Because Damien is a spicy red sex bot. He does look very... No, Dahlia, snap out of it. The Levays must be destroyed for their arrogance and monopoly on hell. Pervy Abyssal Terror, you're out. Let's go, Killing Machine. Error label, Killing Machine, inaccurate descriptor found in the file. Friendship with Damien LeVay. Seriously? With the amount of violence and arson he commits, you would think someone in this school would be willing to betray this family. And when I find such a student, woe to the wicked in this case being the reign of the LaVeys. Thank goodness she's gone. Now we can start on that Dahlia fic. What do you think? Dahimian or Dahlia as their ship name? Those definitely just look like misspelling of their actual names, but rather than tell Zoe that you enjoy her enjoyment and gain— ah shit, I accidentally made her happy. Yuri, you're out. I already got Zoe. I got her to go to prom. I'm trying to get the robot to go to prom. Oh hell nah. Hi Yoshi. How's it going?
Let's go.
Okay. So it's right now it's 1 to 2. 2 to 1. Zoe is 2. Robot is 1. Friend Paulina, please correct me if I have misunderstood, as I am still new to these customs. But is it my understanding that— okay, so Paulina's trying to rave. This is just a normal stream. Totally. Oh yeah, so we have to send her the Narnia. There you go.
What?
I am eating popcorn and watching some tweet on Twitch. Yikes. Popcorn does sound good. Popcorn with my hot cocoa.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh shit, she's in class, so let's work on boldness. Bro, still drinking hot cocoa? Hell yeah. You spot Liam showing Calculaster some images on his phone. 2 of your classmates interacting without your interference? Unacceptable. You saunter over.
Greetings, my friends.
I call this one mournful macaroni on polyurethane cafeteria tray. If I had to describe it, I would say that it is haunting, challenging, and very artistic. Adjectives acknowledge, appreciating art. Okay, we've already had this interaction with them before. And we tell him that there should be a numbered. Wow, Liam, it's like you haven't— okay, yeah. What? No, of course, I've read that book. And then he's like, blah, blah, blah. I wonder who the dweeb is. Some person named Namora. Dumb name. Bruh. Don't be a hater perpetrator.
Let's go.
Crazy. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go back to class. Education. You feel the ratio of cheesiness in the surroundings growing. That can only mean. Who is the best, most perfect? Okay, it's this. But what is the—
We're made of love.
Easy Miranda, the one is willing to fight past monsters, face countless dangers, all break into your home and kiss you sleeping. Your luck. Oh yeah, this one. It's funny when he gasps, he's like, oh. Like, homie has, like, there's something going on. Fuck that redhead.
Let's go.
Which redhead? You mean Miranda the pink girl? Do you hate her? Because the only redhead here is this guy, Damien. Alright, robot. You like sitting with Calculaster and Polly at lunch because neither of them eat. So you got— okay, we're doing some weird things. Oh yeah, where we— this is where we basically call Paulina racist. Excuse me. Did Miranda take away your Miranda rights? Pretty much, yeah. This new Fortnite update is weird. Oh yeah, how do you feel about the gorillas now being in Fortnite? Did you get all of the skins? Look at class. It's epic sauce. Nice. You see Calculaster frowning over some of his succulents. Oh, hello there. I am just enjoying the premise of my current assignment. You see, I have been tasked with caring for the succulent, tiny shrublub, in order to learn about what is life for a biological organism. My grade will be determined based upon whether or not I am able to give him the fullest life, something I always want for my little plant friend. Tell me, as a fellow organic life form, how would you define the ultimate life experience? Well, what makes you feel most alive is trying to guess what qualities your classmates would be most attracted to, but universally, you can only truly appreciate life once you feel the grasp of mortality clutching at your throat. Let's give this plant a near-death experience. The ultimate life experience is bringing forth new life. Let's get this plant pregnant. They were both shitty options. Oh, friend, what an astute and insightful observation you have just made. It is true that in moments throughout the history of my consciousness when I feared I might be rewritten, I did more than treasure my programming. What plan do you intend to execute in order to... Execute indeed! You pull out a Glock and shoot the shit out of the plant. Oh my god. Blam, blam, blam! Blam, bloop! Ba-pow! Beep, beep. These are some noises that guns make in the Monsterverse. Scanning plant for any signs of life. Error, none found. This was not a near-death experience. This was just a regular death experience. Emotions found, disappointment, sadness, grief, mourning, loss. Fuck, and speaking of loss, fare thee well. Two sports and charm, we hardly knew ye. You have 2D and Noodle because your partner bought them for me. Oh, nice. You haven't played yet to get Murdoch and Russell in the music pass? Ah. Damn. Yeah, I was very surprised to see Gorillas and... I wonder if they're gonna be... I wonder if Gorillas would ever perform for Fortnite. That's the real question. We'll try class again. Now you've got a problem though. You've got to do a group math presentation with Cucky, Lester, Scott, Miranda, and Dahlia. And none of you are the least bit prepared. I am incensed. Is not math a subject and yet we behave as if its subject's bending to its will? Cucky, Lester, you are a computer. Can we not pay you some paltry sum to merely calculate us a presentation? First of all, that is racist. Second of all, I too anticipated that this group project would pose me no difficulty. That is until I learned of our topic. You mean why 3 is the coolest number in the alphabet? In hindsight, it was probably an error to allow you to select our topic. 3 is not a number. Sure it is. It's another between 3 and 5. You are thinking of the number 4. Oh, yep. My bad. But it is far too late now to change the topic of our presentation. What shall we do? Never surrender, Scotty boy. We'll make thief into a real number with our fist. That is not how numbers function. Oh yeah? Says who? Math. Well then it looks like we'll just have to conquer math with our fist. Conquest, yes, that's more like it. I want to help. I love helping. I too will support this doomed crusade, as that is what I have deduced a true friend would do. Okay, great. Everybody's on board. That just leaves one little nagging question. How are you actually supposed to conquer math? With our fists, with biological warfare. The biggest challenge in your war against math is that math is an abstract concept and thus difficult to fight a war against. Lucky for you, biology is also an abstract concept. Problem solved. Hooray. Using a moldy sandwich, an ancient copy of The Origin of Species, and some hardcore pornography, summon the avatar of biology to aid you.
My nice,
Yes,
shiny
go
armor.
forth, biology. Defend my honor. Bruh. And look there, the physical manifestation of math has stepped out of the chalkboard in a cloud of polynomials and pencil shavings. Hooray. I still say we could have done this with our fist. Huh. Oh no, math has delivered a wicked right hook to biology's face. My poor champion. Don't worry, guys. It's nothing some good old-fashioned cheerleading can't fix. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, Scott. You're only making math stronger. It's got biology in a headlock. Sorry. I mean, biology. Punch that sucker in the eye. Yes, punching. It's working. Biology has a super hand. Keep cheering, Scott. Keep cheering. Tree. Aggressive. Tree. Aggressive.
I am happy.
It is done. Biology has conquered math. I would calculate the probability of this occurrence, but it no longer seems possible to calculate anything. Luckily, Spooky High has a backup math generator for just such emergencies, so you're still able to gain 2 boldness and charm. Cool. What the fuck? You're surprised they didn't have a concert in Fortnite, but it's okay. Daft Punk had one too. Oh, really? You need glasses? Yeah, I think you do, emo. Yeah. Biological warfare is how I got through high school. Groot reference. This game's funny. Okay, here they are. Calculester is enjoying a nice quiet lunchtime charged when Zoe interrupts his Revere with a question. Hey, Calculester. I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which Spooky High vending machines they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? Okay, it's this again. So we already know the answer. Oh, we made him sad. Used for logical, vending machines seem to have the give. Yeah, so put a coin in it.
Success.
This pure logic is sound. Vending machines have one input and one output. Let us use the input and scrutinize the output. You go down the row of vending machines, stuffing coins into each and seeing what comes out. Excuse me. Oh look, this one spit out an almond bliss. This one seems to have dispensed an almond sadness. And this one gave me an almond help me. I'm trapped in this immobile shell selling sugar to high schoolers. Please kill me.
I am happy.
Understanding of friends' feelings enhanced. You make a mental note not to buy any more candy from that third vending machine. Calculester is delighted with you, though so is all good. Hooray.
Let's go.
Okay, her lowest stat is between boldness and charm. She's at the gym, so we're gonna go to the bathrooms. Alright. Whew. You see Calculester delicately applying water to one of his favorite little succulents with an eyedropper. He looks so peaceful until Leonard shows up with a smug grin on his shitty face. Hey, Calculester, what you doing? Watering your succulent? I bet you think you're a true succulent fan, huh? If by fan you mean one who has strong interest or admiration for a particular person or thing, then yes. Oh yeah? Well, if you're such a succulent fan, name 3 of their albums. I do not understand. Ha! It was a trick question. Succulents don't have albums. A true fan would have known that already. But I assure you, friend Leonard, I feel the closest mechanical equivalence to love to my little plants. Love? Fandom isn't about love. It's about the wanton accumulation of memorabilia. How many succulent posters do you have? 0. That's what I thought. Meanwhile, I've got 19. I've got more posters than I've got walls to hang them on. Looks like the only true succulent fan here is me. This claim is distressing, and yet I cannot disprove it. But you can. Time to let everybody know the ultimate standard for determining a true succulent fan. A true succulent fan has every succulent, including the uncut versions, and at least one succulent signed by its creator, God. A true succulent fan would actually be a fan. Good lord, it makes so much sense. Fans are cool. Fans demonstrate a machine-like devotion to their chosen subject. Fans are literally called fans. You could eat that turtle in one bite. I don't think it would be a good idea. He's a Koopa, apparently. Could it be that the ideal fan in any medium is in fact just an actual fan? If your hypothesis is correct, I should remind you that my chassis contains 36 individual fans for controlling CPU temperature. 36? But just one of those on its own would be the ultimate fan. 36 ultimate fans in one body is impossible. I assure you it is quite impossible. In fact, it is necessary. Without the fans, my insides would quickly melt. I too feel that many fandoms keep me from melting alive. You and I are so much alike, Calculester. Yes, we are both so bipedal. Finally, someone who truly understands me. You're not sure you'll ever understand Leonard, but at least he's not trolling Calculester anymore. Koopa, more like Poopa, am I right, bruh? They turned into an actual Link. We have a promotion bot here. Oh no, get him out of here. Where's my mod? Okay, let's see. Creativity and charm. We'll do creativity, so we'll do the play. You manage to catch a moment alone with Calculester. He introduces you to one of his little plant friends. This is my little jade plant friend, Robert Plant. Say hello, Robert. No, I am aware that Robert is incapable of saying hello, as he is a plant. Also, he does not have a gender. I am merely engaging in what you organics call imaginative play.
It's very, very extraordinary.
Aw, look at you two. You're so cute together. You're about to say thank you when you realize that they were addressing Calculester and his plant. Everyone at this school is so afraid of commitment, always flirting, never settling down. It's refreshing to see a robot and plant actually dating. I believe you are mistaken. Robert and I are not dating, actually, or otherwise. You aren't, but you care about him deeply, don't you? Inasmuch as I understand the concept of caring, yes. And if anything ever happened to him, he'd be devastated, right? Once again, you have asked me a question about feelings, and once again, I must say, probably? And he's completely dependent upon you for subsistence, correct? Finally, an uncomplicated question. Yes, this is objectively true. Sounds like you're dating to me. Oh dear, I had not considered that possibility that my attachment to Robert Plant might constitute a romantic entanglement. But perhaps you are correct? No, you can't let Calculester believe he's dating his plant. Not if you have any hope of dating him yourself. Quick, prove the couple wrong. Actually, according to this very thorough teen magazine, robots and succulents are romantically incompatible. You can't be in a relationship with Robert because I am. You pull out the dog-eared tissue of where tiger beat that you keep in your backpack for just such occasion. Human and food processor, werewolf and whole turkey leg. Oh, and here it is, robot and succulent. What does it say? Am I in love? No. According to this article, succulents and other plant-based creatures tend to be asexual and aromatic. A deadly combination for a robot trying to learn how to feel romantic love. That's a shame, but oh, look, honey, they've got a parasitic growth yeti in here too. Let's see what it says about us. Never let a parasitic growth anywhere near your pristine yeti brain. It'll move in and completely take over your personality. This isn't even about romance. This is a health issue. Steer clear.
You're like a bad trip.
Excuse me? This magazine has no idea what it's talking about. Our love is perfect. Isn't that right, sweetie? Tate lets out a low grunt, probably signifying agreement, and slowly, almost unwillingly, tears your magazine in half. See, Calculester, don't pay any attention to that stupid article. Love is love. Embrace your new relationship. Affirmative, but how shall I proceed? Buy him flowers. Plants love flowers. Calculester heads off to buy some flowers to give to this plant. You head off to buy another copy of Where Tiger Beat, the one that had unlimited edition cover. You lose too many in fun. The plan is ace, leave it alone. No, not the money. Put the money in the bag. Okay, where are they? Oh, they're not here. Oh no, she's here. Or, yeah, Calculus's here. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda has locked one of her eating serfs in Iron Maiden. Okay. So, what is it?
Error! Error!
Use stickers with glitter.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Let's see. Charm. I'll go outdoors. You notice Liam and Polly gathered around Calculuster, watching expectantly from the look of their faces. It's not going well. Do me so do. Do me so tea. How is my music, friends? Are you enjoying it? I don't enjoy music. I experience it. But no, your music is kind of bad. Sorry. I am trying my very hardest. Why is success so difficult to achieve? Music is so simple. It is merely mathematics. I'm sorry, what did you just say? I am trying my very hardest. Why is... No, I heard you. That was a rhetorical question meant to demonstrate my incredulity.
Yay!
Yeah, dude, music is more than just some lame app. It's about rhythm and groove and having a killer bass line to help keep ecstasy kicking. Having a stroke, man. No, Polly, you're too focused on sensation. Good music should give you the same feeling as milking a goat under the rains of October. What the frick? Instructions incomprehensible. Please provide a foolproof formula for the production of flawless music. Polly's too high to provide a foolproof formula for anything, except maybe LSD. And Liam thinks formulas are for fascists. Looks like it's up to you to make a suggestion. Music is all about randomness. Try uploading a virus into the music software and see what happens. Music is all about waiting as long as possible to drop the bass.
Success achieved.
I see. This is a formula I can follow. Commencing slow build-up. Oh man, this is gonna be so sick. Normally, I revile music construction according to a formula, but suffering through anticipation is my second biggest fetish. 1 hour later. Any second now. 5 hours later. Polly, let's go home. I think Calculuster is stuck in some kind of loop. Yeah, okay. Do you guys want to go get drunk? Yeah, why not? 8 hours later at the club. I wonder if Calculuster is still out in the schoolyard making drum noises. You know what I wonder? Whether there's any purpose to life at all. 3 more hours, 2 bottles of scotch, and 1 long exponential conversation later. And that's why I think of death as more of like a reward, you know? Wow, Polly, I didn't know you had such spiritual depths. Maybe we should... Whoa, 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 near. His face is showing... Okay. Ah, he dropped the bass. He dropped it. This entire evening was in reality part of the Calculuster's song. This is the most meta musical experience possible. You'll all have to go get brain surgery to repair how blown your minds are. Calculuster begins working on a decade-long dubstep build-up, and you gain 2 creativity and 1 smart. Boom, 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 boom.
Let's go.
Okay, time to work on our charm. Hit the gym. In the next game, you find yourself stuck on a team with Calculuster, Miranda, and Liam. 3 great friends with hot bods, but 0 dodgeball skills.
Detected.
Correction. Aggregate team dodgeball skill index -5.6. Fine, I'll just show myself out then. So what, Calculuster? We may not be very good at dodgeball, but we've got something even better on our side. Me. I am a princess. The other team doesn't even have a lowly viscount. Victory is ours by divine right. Whatever, we're obviously the charismatic underdogs in this situation. The other team might win the game, but we'll get the moral victory. Negative, the opposing team is a group of scrappy youths from the wrong side of the tracks. They are roughly 86% more sympathetic than we are. According to my calculations, there is no logical way for us to achieve victory, moral or otherwise. Nonsense. Vanderbilts don't lose, not at international intrigue, and not at dodgeball. We simply have to find a way of winning beyond logic. Now, who among us is the most illogical? Oh, of course. You. What shall we do? Calculaster sees no way to win because he's thinking like a robot. To win at dodgeball, you have to think like a ball. We've all been training for this our whole lives without knowing it. Our day-to-day activities are actually deadly dodgeball moves. Dodgeballs can think, and we're just hurling them at each other like mere inanimate projectiles? This is an outrage. Why are we here playing this game when we should be creating a strongly worded online petition? What are you on about, Liam, my dear? Blue wasn't talking about thinking like a dodgeball. She meant that we ought to think like a royal ball. In other words, we must throw a party. Serfs, release the streamers, bring out the hors d'oeuvres, unleash the bagpipes. Balls, rise up against your cruel master. The revolution has arrived. Balls will bounce and heads will roll. Yes, comrades, come to me. Together we will... Liam's dramatic monologue is interrupted by 20 high-speed dodgeballs hitting him in the face and dick, and he falls over in pain.
Server error.
Probability of victory now at 0%, preparing to lose gracefully. Good game, fellow competitors. Good game. I am not upset at the events that are unfolding currently. Please report to my arm for a congratulatory high-five. Another deluge of dodgeballs covers you in bruises, welts, and the splattered remains of the hors d'oeuvres Miranda was attempting to provide. You lose 2 fun and charm. Boo. Female clothes don't make sense to me. How is Amanda's t-shirt still on? It's not holding onto her shoulders. It's just floating there. I don't know, man. I don't know. Excuse me. Alright, he's over here. You sit down with Zone Calculus. Zone seems to have brought some fresh sanity today. Okay.
Are you for real?
We gotta feed her a pop brownie. Here you go.
OMG.
It's not really a pop brownie. It's a vegan brownie.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do fun. You see Calculus are standing apart from the rave, trembling and shaking as though malfunctioning. Hello, I am not malfunctioning at all. I am merely attempting to dance. But my attempts are not going well. I only know 2 dances, the robot and the robo-boogie. In my quest to acquire all organic lifeform knowledge, I wish to learn new dances, but it would seem my programming is not conducive to it. I feel that I have started to understand feelings, as evidenced by the fact that I began the previous sentence with, I feel. But could it be that dance is beyond feelings? You remind Calculuser that when emotions is too great for people to speak, they sing. Too great to sing, they dance. So he is correct. As the song says, we are robot, or are we dancer? In order to truly alive, I must learn to dance. But will you help me? Heck yeah, you will. How else will you dance with Calculuster at prom? But you're no dancer. You spend all of your rehearsal time worrying about dodgeball, and all your dodgeball time worrying about playing poker in the library. Better recruit a friend to help you Calculuster learn the true meaning of life through dance. Bribe Vera to take us into the heart of voguing. Convince Liam to return to his cake pop phase. Oh god. Liam, as in fellow Spooky High classmate Liam de Lioncourt, one of our 6 most charismatic Spooky High classmates, and sought after prom date Liam de Lioncourt K-pop? Shush, I have no idea what you're talking about. I would never involve myself with so mainstream a subculture as K-pop. But friend Liam, if K-pop is a subculture, how can it be mainstream? Well, people have heard of it, so that makes it mainstream. Enough for me to have forsaken it completely. if I was ever involved in a hair straightening, eyeliner wearing, music making sensation, which I was not. From what I have learned of culture, it seems that many monsters are embarrassed of phases they've gone through and attempt to hide their past from the world. See, so it's perfectly normal, which would make abundant in concealment of a past K-pop phase. Mainstream. But perhaps this has been an elaborate ruse, and deep down you never truly abandoned K-pop at all, and have been subverting the trope of shame. Then that would be the worst subversive and niche phase of all. You're right, the real K-pop was inside me all along. In fact, my entire life has actually been a very artistic, historic, slow-motion K-pop performance, and no one was ever smart enough to get it. It was a performance so underground that even I was unaware I was giving it. Thank you for enlightening me. Phew, good thing you awakened Liam to the truth of his continued K-pop existence. He teaches you and Calculus some sweet, sweet moves. Hopefully you and Calculus will be K-popping and K-locking all over the dance floor at prom. You get free creativity. Hooray.
Let's go.
To class. You spot Calculus tending to one of his little plants, and you're about to ask if you can help when Dahlia swoops in to ruin everything. Hello, friend Dahlia. Yes, it is I, here to grace you with my presence. What are you doing, Killing Machine? I am watering my newest plant friend, Stevia Wonder. That scrawny seedling? Why, but it wouldn't stand a match against me in arm wrestling match. Oh, this is the one where the rival is, right? Yeah, okay. Oh shit, we always choose the wrong one. So, we chose this one to give it a hat and a bad attitude, but Dahlia, there's no better rival than you. I mean, the only reason Damien's so cool and popular among fans is because you're his rival. A rival as good as you are shouldn't have trouble taking on another enemy. What? That one didn't work either? Okay, so both of them suck. Of course, who would be better at anything than me? Alright then, Stevia Wonder, I firmly declare us rivals for life. And for my first active rival, how about that arm wrestling match? Dahlia, no, do not pursue this action. My research indicates that potted plants are naturally bad arm wrestlers. Maybe this plant is. We'll just have to see, won't we? Here we go. Dahlia leaps forward to arm wrestle Stevia Wonder, but I lost? Stevia Wonder unfolds their leafy body from their pot, a sheepish look on their vegetable face. It seems you have discovered my secret, says the plant mournfully. I have enjoyed my time here on Earth, but I must now return to my home planet. Goodbye. The being was once called Stevia Wonder becomes a cloud of dandelion petals and disperses into a light breeze.
Erasing memory of this mess.
Set number of friends equals number of friends minus 1. Now look what you did. You lose 2 boldness and 1 charm. Okay, so that one was... You're gonna mess up regardless. That's stupid, but whatever.
Let's go.
Alright, where is he? Or he's with Damien. When you arrive at your chosen table, Calculester is there by himself. A few moments later, Damien comes stomping up, even angrier than usual. Calculester, you stupid friend stole my candy bar. Scott stole your candy bar? What? No, the vending machine. I put money in, but the candy bar got stuck on the stupid coil thing. Ah, I see. Because we are both machines, you assume we are friends. Well, yeah. In this case, you are correct. Venderonica is my friend. But she is also a vending machine, and so cannot be reasoned with. I am sorry, friend Damien. I knew using my words was a mistake. Time to stick my hand up the old vending machine chute. Friend Damien, desist. This is a gross violation. A vending machine chute is like your organic butthole. I don't care if it is my organic butthole. I paid for that candy bar, and I'm going to get it. Uh-oh. Maybe you can say something to defuse this situation? Not everything is about money, Damien. Maybe the vending machine doesn't want to give you your candy bar because of something you did. Calm down, Calculester. There are plenty of good reasons to put your hand in a butthole, Damien. Just giving the vending machine a prostate exam. What the heck? Something I did, but I've never done anything to this vending machine. Except for punch it occasionally when my quarters get stuck or when I'm pissed off. Or when I'm happy, or when I haven't punched something in a while. Oh. Calculator, do vending machines not like getting punched? Nothing likes getting punched, friend Damien. Wow, it looks like this is one problem that maybe can't be solved by punching. I thought I'd never see the day. Sorry about your rectum vending machine. You can keep the candy bar. Green letters flash on the vending machine's digital display. Thank you. Calculator simulates a sigh of relief. You've done a good thing. Oh no. Not Damien fisting vending machines.
Let's go.
Oh god. Okay, let's do our boldness. A few minutes later, Calculator approaches you. You can tell he's nervous because all his fans are running at maximum speed. Hello, friend. My calculations indicate that I progress greater than average of Mora's feelings in relation to you. I am considering upgrading our relationship to more than friends. However, quantitative analysis of relevant data pulls indicate a disturbing trend. If a potential love interest cannot get along with their partner's parents, relationship success probability drops to 0.006%. I have what you organists would call a good relationship with the library computers that function as my parental units. I would like you to meet them and receive their blessings. Since you are such a kind, upstanding individual, this should not be an issue. Oh fuck. Neither of those adjectives accurately describe you. More accurate would be horny and horny. Well, looks like you gotta concoct a brilliant plan to woo Calculator's parents. Offer defragment their hard drives for them. Isn't that like a head massage for computers? Learn binary so you can converse with them in their native tongue. What? You pick up a copy of Binary 101 and get it studying. You don't have very much time to practice though, so you're nowhere near fluent when you meet Cal's parents. Greetings, you say to them. What's taking you so long? Says Calculator's dad. What, you don't like numbers or something? Frankly, I offended you. Would assume to use binary, says Calculator's mom. Our native language is Italian. Also, I'm not sure you are aware of what you were spelling, but you were essentially screaming penis at my family. This happens every time you try to meet someone's parents. Every time, you lose 2 smarts and 1 charm. Boo. Please. Please say yes. Come on, Calculator.
Let's go.
Please. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. Let me run all potential outcomes to this scenario. Calculator pulls... What? Calculator plus you plus date at prom night processing. Okay, so there's a 0.2% we end up murdered by a wild walrus, and a 0.7% we end up in prison for illegal ice cream consumption. But around 85% of the potential outcomes are actually positive. So seems going with you to prom might be the safest, smartest choice.
Eggplant.
Oh, statistics sure are sexy, aren't they? Are your internal processors getting overheated too?
Life is wonderful.
You and Calculator dance the robot dance and even the robo boogie. Ah, look at him all suited up. You were smooth and classy. Calculator wanted to explore life, and hell yeah, you explored life. Later, when the night was ending and the sun started to rise, you two went to your place. There you followed the wise advice you learned from Evangelion. As Gendo Ikari once said, Shinji, get in the fucking robot. Hooray! We got 9 new events and 12 new outcomes. Alright, how did we end? Okay. Calculator led a robot uprising, but it was like a nice uprising. They didn't riot or kill people. They just politely asked to have more rights and equal pay. Everything was fine until some monster led a rebellion to kill all robots because they were rude robo-racists. But everything ended up just fine because Calculator traveled back in time and took care of it. Damn. Okay. So hooray! We did it. We got the 2 DLC characters to go to prom. Fuck yeah. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back. We're gonna go do the second term full game. But I'm not really caring about who we go out with. We're just gonna see what new events from the items we do buy get. So I'm just gonna click the first option for everything. Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna go to the library because that's how we make more money. Later, you're minding your own business, which soon proves to be difficult when you notice Damien and Scott in the vicinity in the middle of some hot, sweaty arm wrestling. Unfortunately, you can't enjoy it very long since stupid strong Scott beats Damien in no time. But it seems you're not the only one mad at the outcome of this situation. This is so unfair. That one didn't count, Scott. We should arm wrestle, but with guns. But bro, I've got these 2 guns already. Damn, look at him. He said, ha ha, check it. And by guns, I mean my big arm muscles. Which, just to be clear, are not real guns. But still. Shut up, I will murder you. No, 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 arm wrestling proves nothing. To see who's the very best, we should scream at a huge rock until it breaks, just because of our pure rage and awesomeness. Or we should subdue a tiger with just a scary and manly look. Bro, now you're just quoting stuff from yesterday's episode of Ultimate Warriors of Mountain Awesome. Face it, bro, I'm the Ultimate Warrior. No, arm wrestling doesn't mean shit.
Hey, noob.
Hey, you. Not because arm wrestling isn't going my way, but I've just decided. You should settle this tie by proposing a way to decide who the real Ultimate Warrior is around here. I happen to be the registered Ultimate Warrior judge, and I always carry this 10-step ultimate test with me, which coincidentally will require both of you to do whatever I say with no complaints, like real ultimate good boys. Who's ready to follow my lead? Whoever can punch the sun in the face. I don't know, bro. That doesn't seem even possible. I'm fucking in. I'm gonna punch that stupid sun right in the face, and I'm gonna be the very best. Anyway, I wanted to punch the sun already. That motherfucker thinks he's more fiery than me. Are you sure about this, Damien? Isn't the sun like a big bag of gas without any real face on it? That's what a little sun-fearing loser would say. Also, how do you plan to get there to punch it in the face anyway? The sun is like super far, Damien. No, it's like super, super, super far. I'm like 86% sure you can't get there with a ladder. Yeah, Scott, I know I'm not an idiot. That's why I'll be using a really tall ladder. Okay, it seems the 2 of you will need to work out the specifics on that later. Nah, bros, I'm out. This plan doesn't sound very nice, nor very possible. Also, the sun and I are pen pals. What? Ha, I knew good boy Scott wasn't fierce enough to punch the sun in its face. But me, I'm Damien fucking LaVey, and I will punch the sun in its fucking face because of all that bad things it's done, like UV radiation and shit. But mostly because of pure, gratuitous violence, and because I want to become the ultimate warrior no matter what. Are you free the next few weeks? I'll be needing your smarts to come up with a good plan for not dying while punching the sun. I hope you're ready for some wacky misadventures that will strengthen our bond, maybe even into the love zone. Fuck yeah, you're ready for that. It's punching the fucking sun time. Oh, and you gain 2 creativity and boldness. Okay. I don't know if this little punch the sun thing with Damien is actually true or not, but we'll see. Okay, so I could buy something now.
Hey, stranger.
Okay. Okay, so the head, a corpse, is an event. There's a map, a paper map. Okay. What was the most expensive one? Okay, it's the map, so we'll do the map and see what happens. A paper map, so useless yet so vintage. Online maps might be cool, but can you get a real paper cut with online maps? I rest my case.
No refunds.
Alright, cool. Scott and Damien seem like the kind of bros who would want to fuck the moon. 2 nights! We fuck the moon! I wouldn't be surprised. Damien might set it on fire afterwards, but Scott might just turn into a werewolf at that point. Okay. I don't think it matters. So we'll go to gym. We'll just raise our stats. Damien's got Calculus backed into a corner and things look heated. You head over there to see what's the matter. Quit holding out on me, butthole. I know you've got a secret weapon. Damien, please. Not all robots have a secret weapon. Bullshit. Even my dad's lawnmower has a secret weapon. Inconsistent information. Hell does not have lawns. Well, okay, it's really more of a tank than a lawn mower, and the weapons aren't so much secret as they are numerous. Hey, you're just trying to distract me by making me think that you're a rad tank. You're not getting off that easy. Show me your secret weapon. You better defuse the situation before it turns extremely violent. But will you defuse it by distracting Damien, or by revealing Cal's secret? Damien, I know where Calculus's secret weapon is. It's in the most hidden location of all, Portugal. Hey, what about this button that says super secret weapon, do not press? Secret weapon compromise. Initiate. Lying. Oh, you mean this button? It is only a hilarious joke, haha. A hilarious joke, huh? Then I guess you won't mind if I press it. In the name of logical consistency, I must acquiesce. Sick. Beep boop, motherfuckers. Damien pushes Calculus's button, maybe a little harder than necessary. Secret weapon engage. Initiating codename Carpet Shredder. Everyone in the vicinity braces for impact as Calculus unleashes the illest dance moves you've ever seen.
Eggplant.
Were you ready for this jelly? Yes or no? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Calculus's dance leaves you and your classmates in tears. The only thing the secret weapon has demolished is your heart. Phase 1 complete. Begin Phase 2. Calculus's proceeds to launch 15 cruise missiles out of his chest, totally demolishing the moon. Oh. Well, Emo, the moon is destroyed now, so Scott and Damien can't do anything to it anymore.
Whoa, that's crazy!
It's just so beautiful. Oh dear, I seem to have destroyed the moon again. It's fine though, you and Damien get to rebuild the moon with a saucy winky face on it. It's so saucy that you gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Alright, let's go to the gym again. A little later, you're standing around trying to figure out what to do with this map you bought, when Dahlia appears to assault you with her personality. Ah, studying a map, I see. This can only mean one thing. Clearly, you are a master tactician. You point out that there are actually several things it could mean. For example, maybe you're lost, or looking for treasure, or trying to figure out what the hell to do with the paper map. Ha! Your tactical genius is matched only by your sense of humor. It's the 21st century. Cell phones can do all of the things you describe. No, in this modern era, the only reason to study a paper map is to check the efficiency of one's battle tactics, a thing which you are clearly doing. Honestly, it's probably easier to just roll with it. You admit that yes, you are in fact a gifted military tactician. Fantastic, just as I suspected. And a good thing too, as I am in need of services in one such as yourself for my imminent takeover of the 8th Circle of Hell. Our first task, improving my army. It has to be in tip-top shape if we are going to have the hope of crushing the Lave family. You're probably even less qualified to do this than you are to be a student at this school, but hey, it feels good to be needed. You agree to help. Luckily, you don't have to figure this out all on your own. Scott and Liam happen to be passing by, so you flag them down. They can't possibly be any worse than you, right? Do you guys need help with anything? I love helping. And I am eager to supply my opinions on whatever it is you are doing. Scott, yes, my man, let us fist bump so hard we feel it in our entire skeletons. And Liam, let us gaze longingly into each other's eyes until we feel it in our... What? Haha, yes. What indeed? What was I talking about? Yes, my army. Improving it. Let us conjure a storm within our collective brains. You're no tactician, but you're not above taking a little inspiration from the classmates in front of you. You suggest every team needs motivation, and an army is just another kind of team. Nothing says motivation like a fun, silly mascot. Read Swedish poetry to them. Did someone say mascot? Yes, I believe it was them. I've been waiting my whole life to hear that word. You've seriously never heard the word mascot before? Wow, there it is again. Mascot, mascot. Scott, I respect you as a werewolf and as a tower of muscle, but I have to ask, is this going anywhere? Of course it is. I've got the perfect mascot for your army. Them in a duck costume. Before you can protest, Scott has enclosed you in a giant duck costume. Which, judging by the smell, seems to have been made from the carcass of an actual giant duck. Go on, sing and dance. Motivate Dahlia's army. You can't see anything from inside this dead duck. You try to dance, but end up crashing into a bunch of children visiting the spooky elementary school. What the heck? Your costume explodes, showering them in a putrid duck flesh. I'm not feeling very motivated, Scott. Really? I am. This will be the topic of my next poem. Duck flesh. On grade schoolers in the afternoon, and also capitalism is bad. What the heck? Sorry, friends, but I am searching for something a little more motivational and a little less smelly and sad. 1 minute you're a master tactician, and the next moment you're a stinky idiot covered in rotting duck meat. Life comes at you fast. You lose 2 charm and fun. Ah, boo. Hello, bunny. It's been a while. You still have it banned? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, no, since we're, I guess, the prompting is heading towards Damien, so I guess we'll do that with Damien. You missed you, how have you been? I've been doing good. How are you? I'm living life, you know? And I'm somehow getting tired now. What's banned? You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serves chow down obediently at a neighboring table.
What a noob.
Okay, so what is it? They're just talking about the silverware to kill people with. It's been so long. Yes, it has been a long. What have you been off to? What have you been up to? Bro, my eyes are crossing each other. Damien's right. Okay, so there you go. Give me my word back. No.
All right.
Okay. So we need increased charm and fun. So we'll do fun first. I just realized this character's dabbing. You're parting your ass off when Zoe, Damien, and Liam when a holy throwing knife almost hits you in the face. You look up and of course it's the Slayer. She's sitting in the upper branches of a big tree and she won't stop throwing deadly magic items. Cut that shit out. Can't you see I'm just trying to party? How am I supposed to mosh with your stupid projectiles everywhere? Seriously, what obtuse pathology possesses you to perpetually violate our bodily autonomy? What? He said, why the fuck won't you stop throwing stuff at us? Oh, well, definitely not because I have a crush on one or more of you, and violence is the only way I know of expressing affection. As unhealthy as that may be. You have a crush? Oh man, this is totally going in my fanfic. What? No, gross. The real reason I'm here is that I'm planning to enter a high-level dungeon on Monday, but I don't have enough XP. So if you all wouldn't mind getting killed by me real quick, it would really help me level up. If you could just suggest a better way for the Slayer to gain experience, maybe she'd leave you guys alone for a bit. But what to suggest? Have you tried getting an internship at a mega corporation where they pay and experience? You haven't had much success hunting us so far. Maybe you need to target some lower level monsters. Have you heard of spooky kindergarten?
Oh, you're adventurous.
Kindergarten, you say? I certainly have a height advantage. And kindergartners are idiots. They never outwit me.
All monsters must die.
Plus, they got a pretty high respawn rate since I wouldn't have to wait for them to grow up. Wait, what am I saying? This is wrong. I can't believe I'm even listening to you. You're trying to turn me into one of you. I can feel your pernicious tendrils on my mind even now. I must flee or risk corruption. Oh, whoops. Those tendrils were me. I was just trying to figure out who she had a crush on. Damn, I'm impressed that you were willing to sacrifice an entire kindergarten just so we could party in peace. Oh, Damien, don't be so naive. He knew the Slayer wouldn't take the bait. It was nothing but a clever bluff. Yeah, totally. A very clever bluff. You gained 2 charm and 1 boldness. Hooray. I want to formally apologize for not knowing this situation. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Huh. You found a way around your trap. Oh, for sure. As a reparation, give me bots I can execute. It's okay. I'll deal with it after stream. I copied the word, so it's fine. I've been around longer. That is true, they have. But do not worry. Okay, we could increase creativity. Oh fuck. But soft, what lie through under yonder window breaks? It is you, and he broke through aforementioned window with an axe and is now trying to murder me. Ah! Yes, yes, minion of the Dark Knight, kill the wizard. And I am a tree, so everyone leave me alone. Get it? Leave. Tree. Leave. Having consulted the fight captain, you managed to hit Polly with the fake axe in such a way that her ridiculously fake death is actually pretty believable. Polly fakes an agonizing death, then lays motionless. Threatening events witnessed, Polly murdered by them. Why did you slaughter your classmate and pure Polina Geist in cold blood? This cruelty makes no sense. Listen, my robo-dude, Polly is a ghost. She was already dead. Yes, but now it seems that the spirit has perished. Why else would she be motionless on the floor? Oh no, Calculator has a point. All death is not moving around anymore. So Polly used to be dead, but she was still moving around, but now she's not her ghost. Must be dead. Opinion validated. Concern for Polina reinstated. Do neither of you understand how fiction works? Apparently not, and if you don't find a way to assuage their fears, Calculator will spend forever thinking you're a murderer. You're right, I did murder her, but now watch as I revive her again with this magic potion from her belt, a magic potion I call whiskey. Show Calculator that the axe is a prop by hitting him with it. You pick up the axe, hit your mark, and come at Calculator with a fake-ass axe. Calculator, no! Incoming threat detected. Engage defensive protocol. Wait, what? Immediately, Calculator shoots lasers out of his eyes. You didn't know he could do that. No, Calculator, stop chasing them around the auditorium, shooting lasers at him. He doesn't, though, and you soon find yourself mildly on fire. Oh man, did you see that? Calculator totally set them on fire. Classic harmless byproduct of a prank master's prank gone completely right. Sure, and it's nice to see that no one thinks you're a murderer anymore, but the fire does burn. -2 fun and charm. Boo. Okay, I guess nothing's gonna happen with the map anymore. I don't know. Damien's over here. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of identified prime meat. Alright, Damien, I know you had a share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Alright, she likes to eat the meat raw, and then Damien wants it at least a bit cooked. So... the steak is cooked or you rub some ice on it and dust it in blood quick. The only correct way to enjoy steak is after it's charred. There you go. That's what I like to hear. That and the sound of screaming people fleeing a burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavor of... Done talking. Fire time now. As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. His level makes the 3rd degree burns and massive property damage worth it.
All right.
Alrighty, time to increase fun. Time to rave. You're wandering around with Zoe, Scott, and Damien looking for pocket humans in Pokemon Go when you notice some weird looking shrooms.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Whoa, these shrooms have faces. They do. I think they're kind of cute. We think you're kind of cute, chirps the mushroom in unison. We love your skin. Bet you've got a healthy working endocrine system. Plants, can I pee on them? Yes, they say the mushroom. Pee on us. Your moisture and nutritions make us stronger. Okay, I am officially creeped out by these talking mushrooms. Really? Why? Pretty much all the plants in the dimension of Terror behave like this. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. They're creepy. Creepy, says the mushrooms. We're just full of genuine affection. Inhale some of our spores and you'll see. So am I peeing on them or not? Oh joy, it looks like you 4 lonely high schoolers have finally decided to give up on the misery of singledom and partner up with true soulmates. Yes, sing the mushrooms, we would love to mate with your souls. I don't know, I'm not really about giving up my individuality in order to allow an intelligent fungus to siphon off my nutrition. Hydrate. Okay, fine, I will drink the water. You haven't been on Twitch for the last like year and a half? Yeah, it happens, you know. Things happen. You get busy. Excuse me. You never experience anxiety again. Okay, I'm interested. I never settle down. I don't build relationships. I burn them. A parasite of this type can directly stimulate the pleasure neurons of your brain. I mean, okay, I'm listening. If you enter a committed relationship with one of these mushrooms, you can pee on as many of them as you want. No, not hooray. You need to talk your friends out of accepting these parasites into their brains and fast. You can date those shrooms, or you can date whatever is in this mystery box I bought with me. Wait, don't rush violently into a relationship. Let me do a tarot reading on your love life first. Alright guys, this is a serious dilemma. We need to carefully weigh our options before deciding on a mystery box. Mystery box! I choose the mystery box. I agree with Scott. I mean, as long as there's a chance, no matter how small, that the mystery box contains a bundle of TNT, I have to take those odds. Seriously? You're gonna throw away a life of complete subservient bliss for a box that could be filled with literally anything? Hey, YOLO. Nice. You hand the box over to Zoe and she opens it to reveal more sentient mushrooms.
Love is in the air.
It's a sign. True love always prevails. Well, can't argue with that. Climb into my brain, hot stuff. Damn, this is the last time you whip out a mystery box without checking what's inside first. Scott, Zoe, and Damien all start dating their new mushroom partners. It only lasts for a few hours before Zoe breaks up with hers for saying Asuka is the best waifu. Damien ditches his because it's scared of fire, and Scott trips and falls in a vat of fungicide. They're still single and everything, but they've also learned how bad you are at mystery boxes. You lose too charm and fun. That's stupid, but okay.
All right.
Okay, time to go to the gym. The game was so close, the other team demands a rematch. This one goes way worse. Your team is down to just you and Damien. The other team has all the balls except for the one you're holding. We're boned. Time to just cover our nuts and let them get it over with. I mean, I'm only in this game so I can accidentally hit people in the face. I'm not, like, skilled. And it's not like you have some sort of super secret ultimate dodgeball trick hidden up your ass, right? Actually, you do. You take a deep breath and burst out your ultimate technique. The 5-point ball exploding heart technique. Gun. So, saying gun last time fucked up for us, so this one. Okay, I guess not. You narrowed your eyes and controlled your breathing, just as your dodgeball sensei taught you. You're not sure what happened after that, but the next thing you remember, you're suspended from the rafters by your underwear drenched in mayonnaise. Damien and the others stand down below you, hitting you with dodgeballs. They say they're trying to get you down, but you doubt it. That's the last time you hire a dodgeball sensei through classified ads. You lose 2 boldness and smarts. Damn. Okay. So gun was the better option.
All right.
Okay, Damien, what's up? When you arrive at your chosen table, Cucky Lester is there by himself. A few moments later, Damien comes stomping up, even angrier than usual. This is about the vending machine. Yes, it is. Okay. So now we could say that Damien can shove his hand in there. Calm down, Cucky Lester. There's plenty of good reasons to put your hand in a butthole. Damien's just giving the vending machine a prostate exam. Inconsistency detected. Vending machines do not have prostates. Yeah, obviously. That's why I'm giving a prostate exam. If I find a prostate in there, I'll know there's something seriously wrong with this vending machine. Inconsistency resolved. Carry on. Fuck yeah. Time to grab as many candy bars as I can while I'm in here. Also some cigarettes. You've still got plenty of time left in the period to enjoy Damien's spoils with him, and to wonder why your school vending machine carries cigarettes. Average American game.
All right.
Gun. Alright, charm and fun. Go to the gym again. You join Miranda and Damien's team for game 2. It goes differently. Come on, shit dicks, face the power of hell. Paint this battlefield red, Damien, grind them all into a thin red paste. You express your worry and confusion over the number of corpses in the gym. Is this supposed to be a friendly game? Friendly? What the fuck is friendly? I only have 2 words in my vocabulary. Kill and murder. Okay, no, we've already had this. Get off my nuts, narrator. Guys, let's just throw the ball and have fun. You pick up the ball? Okay, yeah, so we picked the right one. Hooray. 500 cigarettes, that one alien. What the heck? Okay, there you go. And we win.
All right.
Okie dokie. Let's go to the auditorium. Oh no. Guess we'll go outdoor. You notice Damien and Miranda squatting on the grass, poking something with a stick. Oh, it's the tiny little city they have. What did we say? I think we said to start a war. You know what I was supposed to call a war. Build a new hospital with popsicle sticks and hot glue. Hell yeah, I fucking love crafts. Finally, an opportunity to give back to our beloved kingdom. Damien and Miranda excitedly glue a bunch of popsicle sticks together and draw a big red cross on them with a Sharpie. They plopped it right down where the old hospital used to be, hardly crushing anybody. I think we make pretty good civic planners, don't you, Miranda? Oh yes, most certainly, Damien. Screams drift up to you from the city. One voice cries, "Take them to the hospital!" Another replies, "It's just an empty box of wood and glue. It doesn't even have beds. What sort of cruel joke is this?" There's always something to laugh about in Smalltopia, isn't there? You gain 2 funny creativity. Damn. We should delete the ground. Thoughts? What?
All right.
Control Alt Delete. What goes on, Damien?
Bro.
Did you want to come sit with us and our imaginary friend? No one else is here. The imaginary friend roars and the whole cafeteria shakes. Okay, we have some smarts. Oh yeah, this is about the guy under the table or whatever beast they have. The wild beast should be our new school mascot. Put him in a sports jersey and let's rock. It's obvious you brought us such a beast to a kitchen to turn into the next Monster Chef champion so you could split the big Monster Chef cash prize. What a kick-ass idea. Which was obviously ours. You're right, that was our idea. Hooray, we're geniuses. And I have just what we need here, training montage music. Suddenly you start a training montage in which the three of you try to teach excuse me, cooking to the wild beast. You suck at it since you're not big chefs yourselves, and also because it's a wild beast and it keeps on devouring people and wreaking havoc. But it's quite an epic training montage. Afterwards, you're all sitting excited in front of a portable TV. The Monster Chef show is about to start. You're holding cute supportive signs, and you even got yourself a custom-made t-shirt off the wild beast. Whoa, this is the big guy. Oh, big day. Also, how is it that we trained the wild beast, and it's now on the show if it's still noon, and the cafeteria time hasn't even ended? Shh, Scott, time works mysterious ways. When it comes to training montages... Okay, boys, I only hope it isn't a souffle challenge. We know the wild beast isn't good at souffles. The wild beast isn't good at anything aside from devouring people and wreaking havoc. You quietly watch the show. The challenge is Beef Wellington. Fuck yeah, no souffle. Not so surprisingly, once the challenge begins, the wild beast just starts to devour the other contestants and destroys the show set. You see the judges screaming, who the fuck let a wild beast enter the competition? The wild beast is disqualified. Well, I guess that's it. We might not have won the cash prize, but we won the most valuable of prizes. The prize of laughing at our wild beast fucking up everything on the Monster Chef set, which is a memory we will cherish forever. Is Damien ready to cherish memories that include you? Wowee. Wowee.
All right.
Okay. Go to class. Zoe looks particularly perplexed, and you're perplexed as to why you paid good money for a DLC if not to date Zoe, so you decide to butt in. Oh hey, Miss the Loch Ness Monster wants me to embrace my heritage by driving someone insane for this practical assignment. But I've just done that for so many millennia as a fill-out, no-marking eldritch horror, I don't know how to find my way back into it as a high school girl. It's like when you listen to your favorite song from middle school years later, only to realize that now you only ever drive people insane when you're hungry and want to feed on their minds. Oh yes, follow for more relatable content, I'm sure. There are all the classic stuff, of course. I could boil and freeze their blood alternately until it flows no more, or maybe cause each skin cell to grow a conscience and fight about politics until they destroy each other, leaving only muscles and bones free to the elements, free to an uncaring god above. But that's Zagord, you know? That's not Zoe. How would Zoe drive someone insane? Bring the poor soul on a journey through pervert's art's most deviant and artist steps. Force the poor soul to join your Evangelion Club's 10-hour meeting to discuss the hidden meaning of the series. Yes, of course. How did I not think of that? There's nothing more insane than fan art. Almost no other artistic medium can take anything, even a kid's show, and turn it into violent or pornographic or both. Sup, fuckbearers? Did someone say violent and pornographic? Yes, it was I, Zoe, with no ulterior motive whatsoever, other than sharing something magical with my best bud, Damien. Also, what I said was violent or pornographic, but I think that counts, right? Oh yeah, I'm definitely good to go on that. And that's Vampire Gal says on the beat. The Bat Charlotte. Let's do that damn thing. Great, just pulling up some super normal pervert art pieces, very standard stuff. Ha, yeah. These people are naked and their dicks are huge and their boobs are huge and they're doing sex things to each other. This is great. Oh wow, oh man, those toasters are naked somehow, and they're This is less sexy. And this is just a mouth opening forever, both in and out of a computer somehow. What the heck? And this is violent porn again. Here we go. But wait, it's covered in eyes? Eyes are everywhere, all over the computer, out of the computer, on the ceiling, on my hand. Oh god, oh god, oh god. We did it! We drove him insane! We sure fucking did, violently and pornographically. Luckily, the effects will surely only be temporary, since nothing seems to really last for too long at this school. But hey, in the meantime, you gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Wowzers. Yeah, no, this game is really weird. Alright, boldness. We'll go to the bathrooms. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Damien playing with a big knife, and he's trying to figure out where to stab himself with it.
What a noob.
Hey, why'd you stop me? I was about to give myself a sweet body mod. You know, they say body modifications are forever, but the shock value sure isn't. I broke my horn off, and my dads were only pissed off for what, 3 weeks? Maybe I'm just not going hard enough. I need something that will really freak everybody out, like a tattoo of my face. On my face. No, too subtle. Hey, you look like a deviant. Got any good ideas for a sick body mod? You're thinking too big. It's the tiny details that really freak people out. How about a tattoo of your face on the tip of your tongue? Gun hands. Gun hands? Are you shitting me? How am I supposed to even punch people if I don't have fists? My fists are like my best trait, and you know what? You just want me to throw them away for what? For gun hands? I'd rather eat a Bible sandwich. I'd rather chug a 2-liter of holy water. I'd rather give myself stigmata with a railroad spike. Hey, that last one actually sounds like a dope body mod. I bet that would piss off my dads. Thanks for nothing, dweeb. Damien's so excited about getting stigmata that he almost forgets to set you on fire. You lose 2 charm and 1 smart. Alrighty.
Alright.
We're not really gonna take Damien on a date. We're just gonna go to prom by ourselves. And sadly, we couldn't, what is it? We couldn't, fuck, what was it? We couldn't, figure out what the event for the roadmap was, sadly. There you go.
Alright.
But this is the last bit. We'll just go to class. Afterwards, Damien comes up and punches you affectionately on the shoulder. Hey asshole, go to hell. Like literally, my house is in hell and I'm inviting you over. Don't read too much into it. Only one problem. In order to get there, you kinda gotta damn your immortal soul. So how about it? What crimes against God and man will you commit so we can hang out? Oh, I think I'm already damned. Looking into your eyes feels so good. It must be a sin. I run over a bunch of nuns with a lawnmower. Oh yeah, the old nuns under a lawnmower prank classic. Let me know if you need to borrow my lawnmower. It's got monster truck wheels and a grenade launcher. These days you can never be too careful when you're mowing down nuns. You know what? They're starting to carry nunchucks. What is the world coming to? With the help of Damien's nun mower, you're able to give a whole continent of nuns, even if they're all black belts in ninjutsu. You gain 2 fun and money from the collection plate. Hooray. Well, we're not gonna ask any of them. We're gonna go by ourselves and see what that result is.
I can do this.
Ask none to the prom? Yes.
Alright.
You asked no one to prom. You told yourself you didn't need anyone. And you know what? On a theoretical level, that's completely true. But this just seems like a way of avoiding potential rejections. We all fear rejection, sweetheart, but it's a part of life. Victory is for those who try. And you haven't. Prom night is here, and you can't help but wonder if you had a chance with any of your classmates. You got an achievement, forever alone. You asked no one to prom, genius. Those who fail have at least tried, and you tonight, you failed in your own way without even trying, which has some kind of twisted merit in its own right. Doubts will haunt you till the day you die. Prom was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and now it's gone. Oh no, wait, this is a video game. You can try and play again. Lucky bastard. So stupid. Best at being alone. 9 new events and 60 new outcomes. Okay. You know what? This is actually gonna be it. I am no longer gonna play this game. I am not gonna go look for all the outcomes because that is too many. But out of the endings, we got 4 out of 47. Out of events, we got 284 out of 573. That's pretty much almost like halfway. Out of outcomes, we got 336 out of the 2026. You should 100% this game. Oh heck no. The fact that I would have to reread everything over and over again is gonna drive me insane. And like, I just don't have the patience for it. I did what I wanted to do, which is try to at least get a successful yes for all the prom, or take every single character to prom. Out of the 8 people, only 2 of them rejected me. So, not bad. And I'm not going to go back and try to win them over. So, you know. So these are all, yeah, no, all the endings. I didn't get Vera's ending, and I didn't get Miranda's. That's it. Oh, there's multiple endings. I forgot. But yeah, we got their rejections, but I don't know. Polaroids. Oh, there's multiple Polaroids. I did not know that. That's cute. But yeah, there's probably a lot. Yeah, damn. More artwork. Yeah, no. There's fan art. Oh, there. Fan art's really good, though. Monster Sona. Oh, are these people's, like, own avatars? For... Oh, that's kind of cool. You could take Slayer or the Coven. Huh. Interesting. That I did not know. Anyways. Yep, that is gonna be it for this game. That is gonna be it for today's stream. Next time, though, we're gonna start playing Persona 5 Royale. So, there's that. So until next time, thank you for today's stream. Take care and have a good one.